big bad black hole. Each and every Friday night, see. Good to see you, Jack. The RE show, nigga. Yeah. Solar time song. Way back. Birthday tonight, baby. Huh? Got everything with you. Looking good, baby. OT. Shaka.
Tamika put on blast by Ratchet Napah, begging for the, you know what? Gonna be a quick stream. It's hard to catch up. But like we told you,
It's going to be quick and hilarious.
they're all turning on each other. The HOK and their affiliates are all turning on each other, banging on each other. It's no longer a unified family. Let me check the sound first of all. What's going on here? Hold on. Have heavy beer and a place to be. Seems like the sound is not. Hold on. Let me check now. Microphone check 1 2. Okay, let's try it this way. I don't have much time anyway. So, just in case, you can see the title of this live stream, Tamika put on blast by Ratchet Napah. As a matter of fact, for those who don't know that lady, somehow, some way, she decided, let it be known on her own social media, that she wants to be involved with OnlyFans. That she is involved with OnlyFans. That's what she put out there. Texas Bama is in the place to be, Normal X is in the place to be. So you have the link here to OnlyFans Mika. She was copying real hard for Frankie. But now Frankie and the Pashada don't put her on blast. For the record, before I forget, Frankie just did a stream about Q Butter. It's no longer available. Maybe it was made private, maybe it was deleted. If anybody happens to have it, please send it to me. I was about to download it. I woke up, I was like, okay, he done it. But there's a short one that he did, and I recorded that one. Yes, she was copying hard, yes. And the funny thing is that she's a groupie for Garfield, and she's a groupie for Restraining Order Smash. And both of them are still cool with Sa. So that's how much of a sucker she looks like. She's the laughing stock now. So, let's go.
You are nothing to me, Sinetta. You a nigga whose platform I use to raise some bread and to bring some fucking notoriety to what I'm doing. I'm gonna be straight like that with you. You are nothing to me. Yeah, I'm nothing. You just a platform that I use to get my platform to grow with the Institute. Because I care about the community. And any platform I can get on to promote programs, you are nothing to me, Sinetta. You a nigga whose platform
Q Gutter out is sending them bottom already of y'all. When I told off time, I saw another TV House of Consciousness production, man. You already hear it, you see it. I'm glad his true colors came out, but this nigga been hating for a long time. And see, Q Gutter, the thug principal of Zayek's Institute, and his gang threatens the life of women. That's right. That's what this nigga is doing. Any woman out there, if you really care about your babies, remember, when I came to you and I told you about Polite, everybody brushed it off. And now all you niggas out there is accusing me now. You see what I'm saying? All you niggas is accusing me now. But you the niggas that all knew about the situation, when I told you about it, you brushed it off, you laughed, you begged me to bring him back. Please, son, let get him back, get him back. And so I brought him back because that's what the censors were saying. That's what the majority of y'all was begging for. And so now I'm telling you that this nigga is a fraud. He's a gangster. He's still involved in the streets and he's jeopardizing our children. All right, I'm gonna tell you again, the nigga is jeopardizing our children. His school is only in the brownstone. It's in the goddamn brownstone where he got the basement on the bottom where all the thugs come out and rap they gutter lyrics. They rap they gutter lyrics, smoking weed, while the kids is upstairs trying to learn something. About 5 or 6 kids. I think 3 of them may be his. You know, ain't no real parents who really care about their child is sending them to this nigga school. Because it's not a school. It's an apartment. This is why they sent the money back to Dr. Ma'at was trying to send this nigga $5,000, y'all. And the school sent it. They sent the check back. They sent it back. Because they like, yo, what the hell is this? What is this? You know? And so the nigga said, I'm nothing to him. Good, because goddamn it, you ain't nothing to me. You a piece of shit to me now. I got no respect for you, Q Gutter. I got no respect for you, Q Gutter. You's a piece of shit to me, nigga. You understand that? I want you to understand that. You know, the feelings are mutual, beloved. The feelings are mutual. Now, I want everybody to understand, Sarnetta didn't start this war. Sarnetta didn't start this beef. Y'all been hearing this nigga talking for a long time. And what I've been doing, ignoring, trying to do my work, trying to bring the people the information and the knowledge. For those of y'all who missed the goddamn debate yesterday, y'all missed a hell of a good debate between Zion Lex and Selah Shalom. Fire, powerful. Sarnetta want money. Damn right. I will give it to you on YouTube if you want to see it, but I'm not giving it to you for free. So cry and say, oh, Sarnetta want money. Damn right. Pay me. Pay me if you want it. Support my Cash App.
Why does he need that lip thing at home? Does anybody know why he needs to put that stuff on his lips?
What I was saying was, for example, let me give you an example. If my sperm was to somehow accidentally go into my mouth, what do you mean accidentally, Sarnetta? That's when I have a wet dream. That's when I had a wet dream, and my hands is wet, and somehow I'm sleeping, and you know, I touch my mouth.
If you want it. I'm not giving nobody nothing for free. Where my support at? When y'all gonna support me? I want to say peace and love and blessings to my sister Sakina Ra. That's right, I see my sister. Blessings to my sister Sakina. In streets for a long time. And
Okay, this one is only 22 minutes, and then we're gonna run the Q Butter clip of Sarnetta going ham over there. See what it do.
was faced with so much time, y'all. Make he want Umar to do things his way. Huh? Say that again.
No, I cleared my throat. I was just waiting for Mama to speak.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to say that that nigga been threatening Umar Johnson because he can't get his way. with Umar. He want Umar to do things his way. Like, who the fuck is you, Q? Who are you, nigga? You ain't accomplished a goddamn thing. You got these clowns over here. You the number one clown. You got these clowns over here thinking you have done some great work and accomplished something. Nigga, you ain't do a goddamn thing. The
Shout out
only
to Queen's
woman
Throne
that
and
will
Sister
send a
Nanny
child to
Thank you.
your so-called
and Ben Diesel.
gangster school, nigga, is ghetto hood women. Straight like that. Is ghetto hood women. Women that don't give a damn about their children's education, nigga. Because the shit you teaching them, they ain't gonna be able to pass no school in school.
Do you remember when Polite made some statement about the hood? And it's funny now, he's saying the only people that will go to the dude school is ghetto street woman. Now there's a groupie over there with the same beach mate talking point. What about the teaching? When I teach you beach house and there, sucker. But when I'm criticizing the organizations, the crews, the teams that have rapists and child molesters, here you come complaining. You guys are lame. We get rid of that sucker. That's it, he gone. For the record.
The niggas, it's like these dumb black ass niggas that was created in America by the white man. So I'll say it again. Black people are the worst of the worst when it comes to their own kind. I'ma say it again, y'all. One thing I can tell you, brother, is black people, we ain't shit, man. Our people ain't shit. Black people ain't shit, bro. We can talk about this white man all day. But nah, man, black people ain't up. We ain't shit, man. Our people is fucked up. This slavery shit, I gotta blame it all on slavery, You hear me? You gotta go through the school curriculum. We all know that. We've been doing homeschooling. We've been teaching our children. We've been doing all of this. But nigga, they can't go in school talking about Marcus Garvey and the white man is a devil. You're a damn fool, nigga. You know why they turned down Q Butter check for $5,000? Because when they went and do the research on the shit, they seen the dumb nigga who he think he's so goddamn smart. They seen the dumbass nigga talking about this school is only for black people. What a dummy.
So now he's criticizing Q Butter, calling him name because he kept it real. He kept it real. He said this school is only for black people.
But you're supposed to be so intelligent. What a dumb nigga. How they gonna send you a check, a white school, nigga, a college where Dr. Ma'at work at, and then they do the research to get ready to send you 5 stacks. 5 stacks. And then they see where this dumb nigga say, this school is for only black people. Nigga. Dumbass nigga. But you so intelligent. You's a clown, nigga. That's what you are. You are a damn clown. If I was to have a school, my school would be for every goddamn body. Why? Because I care about the children. I care about the babies. It's how they grow up. So why you wouldn't include a school for everybody that would like to participate? It's how you raise the child, dum-dum.
His school would be for everybody.
So if you send a school just to be taught by all white people and don't learn no black history, then of course they're gonna grow up thinking that they better than you. Don't you know that?
He will have an alphabet school.
Psychology, nigga. Don't you know that, Q? What kind of principal are you? You are a principal that smoke weed and gangbang and then try to act like you are a moral human being. Threatening Umar, talking about beating him up, robbing him, threatening
Now, it's funny because he's, using Umar for his argument, like he's cool with Umar, but Umar schools for black people only too. When people have no talking point, it's a bit amusing.
Talking about robbing them and beating them, threatening women. Nigga, last night, y'all niggas threatened to kill Napah. What the
Can I speak on that? Because I don't want to be up here all this time.
All right, go ahead, Napah.
Thanks. I didn't want to be up here for all this. I just want to say my part. You know, I stand by you all the time, Sonnetter. I have nothing to do with this beef between you and Q. You've known him for years. And it's interesting with all these people, even with the polite situation, these sick, jealous women and these sick men who are incels love to attack me. And it's interesting that everybody says they love you so much, but they don't care. They don't stand by you. Now they will. They'll call you up and do it now that I said it. But they hide. They're nowhere to be found. But look at the chat. It's full today. 900 people. Yesterday we had a debate. It was to elevate. But these people in this community, I'm not going to say my Black people because I know very many Black people worldwide. This community is just about gutter. And the women are really disappointing. Not my sisters. The sisters know I'm not talking about the ones who I love. They know I'm not talking about them. But the majority of them who say, oh, they love sisters and they love Black women and they love people, they really are just hateful and jealous and looking for a come up. I want to talk about Tamika One and then I'm going to go. Because yesterday when that man said he wanted to kill me, Tamika One said she'll get hers and she laughed. Tamika One has been trolling me for 3 years, but because of Sonnetter, people say I don't.
Trolling for 3 years. Now that Tamika lady, OnlyFans Mika, she's been disrespecting me for more than a year or something. You know what I'm saying? I let it slide many times. She came on my platform. She was in my chat. She was in my comment. Then when I challenged her to criticize pedophiles, she wouldn't do it. So I blocked her.
Listen to him. I just stay peaceful with her. I try to be as cordial as I can with her. She talks about my body, my breasts. She talks about me all the time in the chat. True. Well, today, Tamika One called Sonnetter in tears, begging him not to show her picture. That's her picture.
What? Say it ain't so. Now, Napah said that Mika called Frankie Scam Chatter crying, begging, don't show my picture. What about the profile picture that we are all accustomed to? What the fleazy? What the fleazy is going on? What the fleazy is going on? So hold on. What about that one there? Oh, you know what? I'm going to open it here. Middle. That's what we're familiar. What about that one in the middle? That's what we're familiar with. So what is it called again? Catfishing? She been doing some catfishing? See how many times I told you people who are anonymous and unidentified, we shouldn't give them too much time of the day. Now that one on the right, does it look like a sister? Is it some kind of, Rachel Dolzilla? I forgot the name, but that white woman who was head of an NAACP chapter talking about, she's Black, she feel like she's Black. And then we seen her parents, and ironically, she's been doing OnlyFans lately. Sugar Hazel, Napah, and Sa talk about people as well. They all do things to each other. Oh, yes, they do. I'm not here in the defense of Frankie and Woof Woof Napah. And you know this, sister. I know you know this.
Hey, Andrea.
Now, Napah said it. I didn't say it. Napah said it. So Garfield must have known about that. And she's going to drop names too. Because apparently she was begging for... Let's find out.
What's up, Jade?
Oh, hold on. That's not the video. Hold on. I have to have the other page.
She doesn't want people to know what she looks like that I finally put up there. She's trying to say it's her daughter. No, it's you, Tamika. But guess what? Sonetta doesn't have to show the picture of you. He wasn't going to. But you don't want anybody messing with you, right? You don't want anybody showing you, right? You don't want anybody talking about you or hurting you.
When I had the Wayne, it was deleted out of embarrassment or shame because I destroyed the Zodiac, even though you have the help of Sanetta at the end. The Zodiac said, "That's for you, Mika."
Or touching you where it's very sensitive. But bitch, you sit in the chat all the time.
How long did they know that? How long did Napah know that for? How long did Sanetta know that for? They didn't mind then when she was capping for them.
Talking about me for no reason. I've never done one thing to you. You chase Rod. You drool over Sonetta's Rod.
She's chasing Rod. She's drooling over Frankie's. You know what? Oh my goodness. She said it. I didn't say.
You beg for Tazariak's Rod. You
beg for Tazariak's. You know what? Dang.
You beg for Garfield's Rod.
She begged for Garfield's. You look at Sanetta laughing. What the heck?
Hey,
what are they doing over there? Does Reggie know about this? Because Reggie knows so much. We found out yesterday.
You beg for who? Danya Allah's Rod.
And the list is incredible. She's prolific. Begging for the.
Shaka's enjoying this, man. This is crazy.
I already met Tazariak and Garfield, but nobody calls her a hoe, right?
She already met Tazariak and Garfield. So if what she's saying is true, they know. It's not the sister that we've seen on the picture. That is this woman that appears to be European. What's going on in this conscious community?
I sit on the internet and everybody wants to call me a hoe. You could say what you want about me, but I'm tired of this type of woman, jealous, evil, nasty, and ugly as hell. Tamika One, nobody's showing your picture, but you sure love to sit in the chat and talk shit about me, bitch. I've tried to be nice to you. You laughed. Now, I don't care about everybody. Napah's crying. I'm not crying. You bitches are nothing. Nothing to me. The sisters that I love know who they are out there. Bonita Sutton, Latoya Ma'at, Latikia Bush, Sakina Ra, EP, Wigs and Wine, Sister Y, Sister Noble. And if I didn't name you, you know I love, Mrs. Graham, H. Millette. Those are real women, beautiful, beauty from inside out. But you ugly ass bitches, you raggedy bitches, and a lot of you came up to me pretending to be my friend and you just wanted to rub on Sonetta's Rod. Fuck you, bitches. And the bitch that said she wanted me that laughed when the nigga said he wants to kill me. Yes, I'm cursing. And don't tell me about, not on this channel. All y'all want to see is this. On the Napah's Ratchet, you have to meet, if you're in the gutter, you have to meet those in the gutter with the same.
So that nickname, Ratchet Napah, even Napah is happy with that.
Same energy. So Tamika One, you keep on rubbing rods, jumping from chat to chat, chasing the dingaling.
You remember we were wondering why is she a moderator on all these panels? Well, it seems like we have the answer now. She was in the chase.
Okay. Somebody, Garfield and Tazariak already came out to see you. I know they probably didn't sleep with you because you're ugly as fuck.
Well, even if you don't sleep with a woman, there's some things she can do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a woman can be very convincing with her mouthpiece, but that's their world.
But
for the second time, she said, what Napah Shada, Saneta's so-called wife, said live on air publicly that this lady on the screen, who's been, what's the word again? Dang. I forgot. Catfishing. Oh, there was a story of catfishing with Garfield. People said that Garfield showed the girl and acted like that was his chick and all that, but it wasn't actually. So, damn, it's their world, man. So, for the second time, she said that lady on the right met with Garfield and Tazariak. How come they didn't let anybody know that she was using a fake profile picture? Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, sometimes the lamest act like they are the most thorough. How many times have Mika OnlyFans Mika disrespecting me and so many grown men, blocking them and all that. Acting like it was her own channel. How many grown men, please don't block me, Mika? And I was like, man, F you to F what's wrong with you.
Somebody will give you some rod. In the meantime, you bitches who sit around and laugh at Q Butter's chat saying that I should get killed, and you think it's funny?
So you see, now they up there dissing the girl in the picture, but she's a moderator on Sanetta's panel who's been blocking everybody else the whole time. So they really going at each other. It's themselves they going at.
Don't you know you're next? It's a serious thing when black men say they want to kill black women for no reason. But it wasn't serious over there. They just said, oh, stay on the live, Q. Oh, stay on the live because we don't want to mess the channel up.
But all these people, including Napah, sat back and watched Sanetta openly threaten men and women over the internet multiple times.
You're fake.
Too much.
I'm going to go back to teaching. I'm going to go back to being high vibrational. Anybody who wants to sit and say Napah did this.
So Sanetta knew. So there are some Europeans running the chat on the HOK, being mods on the HOK. She must have either sent a lot of donation or she must have provided a lot of services to get to that position. Now we can get some sort of understanding of how she managed to be a moderator on all these channels, including restraining all the Pum Pum Smash. I'm sorry, restraining all the Smash Rock. Well, didn't I tell you, didn't I ask you, is it the mouthpiece? I'm sorry, is it the sloppy toppy?
This Napah did that. You're the problem. And Sanetta, you can vouch for me. I never liked any of these bitches, but I sat quietly for you, yes or no?
She never liked any of you bees.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Did you say, be nice to them for me, baby?
And he confirmed.
Did I do it?
That is correct.
I hate you, dirty.
That is correct. She hates who?
Dirty bitches who backstab me.
She hates you dirty bees. All the sisterhood on the HOK.
Especially bitches who smile in my face. And you will be on the phone with him, but guess what? We're an alliance. We're thick as thieves.
She's talking plural form because there's so many she dislikes.
I hate you, dirty.
That is correct. She hates who?
Dirty bitches who backstab me.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Did you say, be nice to them for me, baby?
And he confirmed.
Did I do it?
That is correct.
I hate you, dirty.
That is correct. She hates who?
Dirty bitches who backstab me.
She hates you dirty bees. All the sisterhood on the...
Be nice to them for me, baby.
And he confirmed.
Did I do it?
That is correct.
I hate you, dirty.
That is correct. She hates who?
Dirty bitches who backstab me.
She hates you dirty bees. All the sisterhood on the HOK.
Especially bitches who smile in my face. And you will be on the phone with him, but guess what? We're an alliance. We're thick as thieves.
She's talking plural form because there's so many she dislikes. These people are about their money on to the next one, and F all y'all. I mean, her husband said it clearly.
One thing I can tell you, brother, is black people, we ain't shit, man. Our people ain't shit. Black people ain't shit, bro. We can talk about this white man all day, but nah.
You could call them all you want, baby. It's good cop, bad cop. Okay? Peace to my sisters and my brothers who know what I'm talking about. I'm tired of people, thieves. You could call them all you want, baby. It's good cop, bad cop. Okay?
Where are these expressions coming from? Good C, bad C. What the heck? Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's a house of conscious mess. Jabari Sassi is down with that. The Shrine of Ma'at is down with that. ISUPK is down with that.
Okay? Peace to my sisters and my brothers who know what I'm talking about. I'm tired of people. You don't want anybody to mess with your life, right, Tamika One? But you're the first one sitting in the chat with popcorn and drooling. Ooh, I like your haircut, Si. Ooh, Tazariak, I like the way that smells. I want to get some of that, you slut. Peace to the darkest minds of the light.
Yeah, Cursa Hammurabi, how's your day going? I bet it's going great, girl.
Okay,
Yes.
clip that. And Neil X,
It's been a great 24 hours.
by the way, that goes for your raggedy ass too. You were begging for Dingaling too from Sonnetter. Okay.
What? What? Now, when I was on her panel, Napah came in. Every time Napah comes on panel, it's like she's a queen, blasting me, and I'm supposed to sit down like a child and taking the
Shaka
disrespect.
having a good time, boy.
Until I had to put my foot down and be like, man, control your panel. She had Frankie on the panel for 5 hours. There it is. That's the thanks they get for gapping for them, for respecting them. That's the thanks they get.
Yeah, it's true, Cursa Hammurabi. It's not enough hours. You got to watch all these new rants that's coming out and do your everyday work.
Now, I bet people didn't know that. Is Napah lying? She was begging for Sonnetta's, you know what? Okay, that's what she said. I didn't say. I don't have beef with the sister. She's the one who did me wrong. I didn't do her wrong. But some people are wrong, and then they want to deflect and act like you did something wrong. But it's okay. I'm dealing with what Napah said.
Okay, and now you want to sit on the internet and say we have HIV? All of you people are trash who are doing that.
I wasn't aware of that because I haven't listened to her for a long time. But, somebody knows about that. You know what I'm saying? That's something new to me. I knew about Frankie coming publicly and saying, what did he say again? Did Frankie say again?
You ain't got no proof, nigga, that I went to the hospital and they all told me I had AIDS. I went to like 4 hospitals, and the hospitals was telling me that I had AIDS.
We don't care. This channel's gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Sonnetter's gonna make it. Our family's gonna be fine. Okay? Now, I've said enough. I'm gonna let Sonnetter get back to doing what he does, but make no mistake, my beef is clear. Okay? I have no beef with Q, but I bet you I'll stand with Sonnetter. If Sonnetter is against him, I'm against him. But I don't have beef with Q. I do have beef with dirty bitches who I try to be a sister to, and they're so fucking jealous of me. Bitch, you wish my titties were to the floor. You wish it. Fine. Okay? Now, I've said enough. I'm gonna let Sonnetter get back to doing what he does, but make no mistake, my beef is clear. Okay? I have no beef with Q, but I bet you I'll stand with Sonnetter. If Sonnetter is against him, I'm against him. But I don't have beef with Q. I do have beef with dirty bitches who I try to be a sister to, and they're so fucking jealous of me. Bitch, you wish my titties were to the floor. You wish it.
Oh my God.
If you saw my body, you would cry and kill yourself out of jealousy. All right, I said enough. Go clip it. I hope this goes viral. Bye, thank you. Peace.
All right, peace.
I'm not a Christian, but Lord have mercy. Say that so. My goodness. Boo neferu, boo. Oh my goodness.
Hey, business owners, stop scripting.
Wow, that was deep. That was deep. All righty, well, on to the next one.
I'm just telling you, I have no problem with you. This situation that we're in, for me is not defending my business or my name. I just need you to delete the video and apologize. Anything else after that is all good and dandy. But what you said about my business, my name, is not. I'll tell you, that's how you got to turn your camera on real quick, Si. Let me hide the screen, man. Here we go again.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Round 3. What round is this?
Oh God.
All right, Q Butter.
Mm-hmm.
Q
I'm
Butter.
listening. I'm listening.
I want to just talk to you, brother. I see that. I want to ask you this: can me and you talk on the phone where we can talk about our problem together, just me and you? It ain't got to be right now. It could be tomorrow. You know, whatever.
I have no problem with you, Sanetta.
All right, I don't have your number because I got rid of it. I ain't gonna lie, I got rid of
I'm
your
just telling.
number.
No, I'm just telling you. I have no problem with you.
What's
This
up, Venom?
situation that we're in, for me, is not defending my business or my name. I just need you to delete the video and apologize. Anything else after that is all good and dandy. But what you said about my business, my name, that's crazy, bro. You jumped out the window. That needs to be fixed. Look, there's nothing I've ever said about you that warrants what you've done to me, and it's my business. That's a fact.
I don't believe that. I don't believe.
If yo, bro, then if it's not that, again, then you can leave the videos up.
Q, we talking. I'm gonna take the video down as we speak. But I'm saying to you, if I take this video down and you continue to say you have nothing or no control over what your panel say, because you are the owner of this channel, I'm telling you right now that I will swing back because it's on your channel.
Look, ain't that exactly what Sanetta said? That he won't take blame for his own panel. He's not responsible for his own panel. He's not responsible for who come on his panel, what they say on his panel. And isn't that? And now he's just making the same argument to Q Butter. That don't make no sense.
Now I'm willing to take it off if you're willing to not discuss me or my.
Why don't Sanetta just say he was wrong? Then some of this stuff would make some sense. But he's not even saying that he was wrong for not taking any accountability. He's saying that he's not wrong for not taking it. He don't need to take any accountability for any of the people he let on their panel and anything that they say or any harm that comes to them therefrom, right? But now he's expecting someone else to take some accountability for what other people say on their panel. It don't make no sense. And he's the one who promoted a damn pedophile, multiple ones, rapist, pedophiles. You know, it's crazy, man. Scammers.
My business, Q, on the HOK. I have a business as well.
Now,
So
Sat, you know what? You know
brother,
what's crazy? Sat, you remember when we started talking about the white guy on your platform, and when you went on the rant about the white guy and how you could have him on. I want you to understand. What do you remember what I was talking about when I said that?
I want to talk about now.
No, I just want to be clear. When I said that you wasn't listening, what I said was nobody should be telling Sanetta shit about his platform. If you have an issue, create your own fucking platform.
Okay.
Don't tell him about how to run it. Look, I said don't tell him how to. Look. Understand what I said? Don't tell him how to run his. Don't tell him how to run mine. Now understand this, right? When I understand, stop. I personally feel that people need to be able to express themselves, and then we can combat the ideas and bring a rational. And that's what I've been doing. That's why people are like, yo, Q, you've been defending Sanetta this whole time. Like, no, I've been trying to get people to understand the situation so we can move forward. But that takes people being able to express themselves. You just can't lock people up and say that and not let their voice be heard. This story, that's what, especially with this particular one. Outside of this, I don't even let that on there. But this conversation, and I said, maybe I didn't word it. I said, yo, I feel like your platform is dope. And if you elevate it, there's so much we could do in the community. But again, you could do whatever you ever want for the platform. I've never, even before this, and that's why I want to make sure that's what I said in the video. I said nobody should be telling Sanetta what to do. And that was in response. Understand this, Sanetta. I want to be clear. That was in response to one of my own people in the chat telling you that you should be playing my videos. And I told them, if you have an issue with Sanetta's channel, you should make your own channel. Sanetta don't got to play my videos or nobody's.
So I want to be clear. I was never telling you what to do at your platform, and I tell other people the same shit. So when people come over and they have issues, I tell them like, look, if you got issues with Sonetta, just make your own show, bro.
Okay, Q. Let me say this, bro.
But that understand that have you witnessed me doing that?
I witnessed you. I want to ask you this first because you said a
okay,
lot.
You're right.
So I want to say, you do know that I have a business as well, right?
This is why I told nobody should be defending your business.
Okay.
But
so what I want to say is, I want to say this. On your channel, you have your people. You are the general on your channel. You have to take responsibility as a man to let them know, brother, we are not dealing with that. We don't want to deal with that because we both are businessmen. I don't want to mess up his business and whatever he got going. And I damn sure wouldn't mess up in your business. That's all I'm asking you, bro. Because I feel the same way you feel about your business and about your movement. That's all I'm asking you.
And now, if I play the video, that's what I told my audience. No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that because I was saying that at the time. So I was doing what you're saying. So what I need you to do is,
down already.
No, what I'm saying is at the time when those people were saying that, that's what I was arguing and making sense of the conversation. So I don't want you, and I don't want you to think.
Are you saying from here
now,
on
hold on with this, right? If we are saying that our platforms, as owners of our platforms, we should be accountable for the actions of people who come on our platform. Are we both saying that? Because I'm willing to say, so now I'm going to say, yes, I will take accountability for anybody's statements on my platform and action.
This is what I want to say.
Now, hold on, right there, right? This is exactly what the community needs to hear from you about polite going forward. That's all we want to hear. And that's what all the community, and I said, Sonetta's not accountable for it. But when people come through the platform in any way, their actions on it or around it is associated to the platform. You got to be responsible for that. So you are 100% right. I need to be accountable for this.
Okay.
And I'm doing that.
I want to say this. Earlier today, they was talking about my daughter on your platform, but y'all supposed to care about kids. But you was calling not you, but it was people on your platform. You allowed it. You ain't say nothing. They was calling my daughter a whore. I got the clip.
No, Sana, I just want you to know you said that earlier, and when you said it, I took accountability for it. You have yet to take accountability and work. No, I understand. I took accountability for it on my platform.
Are you gonna take this video down?
That's nothing to me. But verbally, as men, I need to hear you say what you said was wrong about my business. Hold on, now it's my turn.
No, this is the last thing. You spoke.
No. You just said something.
1 second.
No, I know you just said so. I want to go. Let me get my one. You know what I'm saying? What you said today about my business was false. People are going to chop that video up. People are going to take your words. I need to hear you say what you said was false about my business and my school. And if you want to verify what I do, you're more than welcome to come here now, today, tomorrow, anytime this week. You can sit here and analyze how we handle the children, the place, the facility. You can do an open book, look at my curriculum. You can analyze all of the teachers. I openly invite you to do that. But everything you said about my business, my family, is incorrect. And I need you to stand up and say that was false.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Are you saying that if somebody come on my platform, Q, and start talking about you?
Look how complicated this is. You see how complicated this conversation is? It's supposed to be a really simple conversation. A conversation you hear somebody address it once or twice in their points and you get it and you say, you know what? You're right. I get it. That makes perfect sense. They've been having this conversation for over a month now. Dude, still don't get it. And the community should be aware of that concept of accountability for who you allow on your platform and what they're selling, even if it's false information, what they're selling, even if they're up there using your platform to find little girls or to find new people to hustle. You need to be accountable for that. That's a norm. You know, it's so the community needs to demand more.
In your business, in your schools.
It shouldn't be so
I don't
hard.
care. They can say whatever they want. I only care about you and what you said.
Okay,
I
so
don't even.
that's all right if they do that.
I don't even care about them. I'm just talking about you.
Oh,
right now, of what you said.
Oh, so you saying that it's all right for other people to come on there and just trash your business?
No, I just said that I'm taking accountability for them doing that. I'm gonna delete the videos.
That's not what I'm asking you. Come on.
No.
I'm
No,
saying,
when you
is it all right for people to come on my channel and I allow them to talk?
hold on, but no, but your move. No.
Never done. Never
hold
done.
on. I don't know. All I know is that what I'm asking you about what you said today.
All right.
Now you're asking me a question. I know you took. I know you took it. Hold on. I know you took it down, but now it's still what you said. So with that being said, that's not enough for me. I need to hear the apology because I have the video recording. You posted it on YouTube. I have the recording of it, so that's enough for me to go to court. I need you to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Like the redirect about the platform. At the end of the day, you got.
Sonetta said some things about Q Butter's school. Said some things about what's going on the, people smoking weed, dudes, it's some only a couple of kids. Most of the kids are his in the school, 3 out of 5, stuff like that, negative stuff. I believe that's what Q Butter's talking about.
Got a bunch of people over there who saw what you said. You know what I'm saying? And you refuse to apologize. You refuse to refute and redact what you said.
Man, that shit was crazy.
Check.
That shit was crazy.
Check.
Fuck that. Let's just take him to court anyway, man.
You have to redact what you said.
He
promoting grifters anyway.
He just couldn't. Like it was.
So don't think, oh, this nigga saw that is going crazy. He meant no. I'm within my frame of reference. Nigga saw address real good. Way. It's like, yeah.
Now that makes that picture even more better.
That motherfucker a straight clown.
To me, I was the only one there for him. So when he say, son, that you ain't make me, I was like, yeah, I know I ain't make you. But then when I went into the archive, I was like, oh, hell no. Nigga, I made you, nigga. Nobody knew you. Nobody knew you. Now, family, I want y'all to understand, this is just the way I speak, and I'm hyped. When I speak, I'm hyped. That's the way I get my building. All right? So don't think, oh, this nigga saw that is going crazy. He meant, no. I'm within my frame of reference. I'm good. I'm real good. Jump your ass up here, Cube, if you got the heart, nigga. Threaten me like you threaten everybody else, nigga. Because I'm going to point you out. Anything happen to me, nigga, Q Butter, the Zayek Stute Institute. We got your address. He did it. He sent them. I'm a goddamn civilian, nigga. I'm not your anything. The way I get my building. All right? So don't think, oh, this nigga saw that is going crazy. He meant, no. I'm within my frame of reference, nigga. Nobody knew you.
This is why I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson for everybody. What Sonetta does, he attacks you as a narcissist, right? And then you're going to respond to that. Then he plays the victim, right? You see how he just went straight to victim? He made this complete lie. We're going to focus on this. He said, nobody knew me. Then how would I have a music studio in Harlem? Why would I have a platinum? So he got him this platinum plaque? Nobody knew me? So you introduced me to Napah. You gave me the plaque from Celebrate Thy Brother in Harlem when they were celebrating me in Harlem. Are you serious? You're the victim side. That's what you want to do. Play the victim, play the victim, play the victim. In order to play the victim, you got to seem like somebody's attacking you. So you got to start off with, oh no, Q's attacking me. You started this whole shit. You and your whole rant. Now you got your audience pulled up at this so you can get some extra views. Because you don't got nobody else that you can get on the debate panel and anybody, your debate circuit is getting dried up.
If he on pension, it's early pension, I believe, bro. Disability or something like that. I don't know, but I mean, what's the age for people to get on pension in the U.S.? Is it 60? Is it 63, 65?
Hear about the progress of the black community. I want to see us level up. I have no interest in any form of violence. Anybody knows me in real life knows Q is one of the most humble people, and all he does is focus on building the community up. You can go anywhere, and you go all over the country, and that's what would be said about my name. You know what I'm saying? This is easy work. Easy work. But these lies, this defamation, slander, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, he might have introduced me to his audience, but Doggy Diamonds already knew me. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot? I'm from Brooklyn. He met me in my music studio in Harlem. I didn't meet him at his film studio in Brooklyn. I didn't meet him at his film studio in Harlem. Has anybody met him at a film studio? Has anybody even seen him at a film studio?
Why niggas always want to say they created somebody? They kill me with that shit on YouTube too. If it wasn't for me, the brother wouldn't have a school. Boy, shut the fuck.
That's what motherfuckers do that ain't never had and still don't have shit to this day. You old bum. Just any goddamn thing. Oh, I created Q Brother. Now I'm the shit. Sorry ass.
Yeah. You don't care about the truth.
Yo, YK is in the chat. YK is not allowed in here.
You said who?
YK the Truth. Yeah, that man is out here making videos to support and defend Polite. Bro, I don't know where y'all dudes is cool at. Aside of the HOK. The HOK is currently opening applications for people that want to defend pedophiles. If you literally go to the HOK right now in the chat and you go in the videos, you will see Sonetta shouting out YK the Truth. Am I lying? Have you heard Sonetta shout out YK the Truth recently? Let's be real. Have you heard him say that? Yeah. Biggest supporter of Polite.
What up, Miss Verbal?
Can't make this up, B. Can't make this up. Oh, you deleted your videos. Oh, smart art thou.
He deleted the video tonight.
Oh, hold on. Maybe he got too many. Let me see. Damn.
He a whole Polite groupie. He was dick riding the shit out of Polite. Polite used to pay him to do videos and shit and everything else. He's an agent. He's a whole fucking agent. He up in that chat mad as hell because we cooked his ass a couple years ago when he was defending Polite, saying Polite was going to be a free man today. Why your ass ain't make no videos retracting all that dumb shit you were saying? Why you ain't make those videos talking about how you was wrong when you said those goddamn DNA results was from saliva?
Hold on, I got one. I'm sorry.
Are you shitting me? You pedo defender? Got these pedo defenders up in these goddamn chat. All you motherfuckers pedo defenders. Everybody over in the HOK. All y'all motherfuckers harbor fucking pedophiles. Are you shitting me? You the biggest one. You the biggest one.
Look at this. You see this?
Biggest one. Are you shitting me right now? How much Polite paying you?
I am Brother Polite. You see this? This is YK the Truth channel.
They be weird in their chat.
Right? Brother Polite, I got you. The marathon will continue.
What? This after he got locked up?
Yes. Yes.
That guy YK the Truth.
Let me give you your props, King. You official, not kind of. I apologize for being disrespectful. You official. Let me tell you that. I just seen his name there. You official, man. That guy, I hope he teaches and he does PowerPoints and does lectures, man. I think you can really put it together. I think you can become more refined in your deliberation and really take it to another level. I hope to see you continue to teach, but I hope I see you standing there teaching in front of people. Any way I can support you, email me, King, inbox me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. Reach out to me, King. Any way I can support, because I like how you put it together, man. You caught the young boy out there so many times. I think that's why he threatened to kill you. I ain't never seen a scholar just get disproven so much that he's
I like how you defend me.
Kill you.
This shit is crazy.
You on polite payroll, man. I told you.
He put this
You on
up
polite
after
payroll. That's why he up in that chat mad right now.
What? He put that up after Polite went to jail to play that clip to say the marathon continued.
To show that that him polite. I told you. He was on polite payroll. Polite was like, yeah, hit me up. This, that, and third, everything else. Ever since then, he been dick riding polite, defending polite, all the scams, defending all the pedophilia, everything, all that shit.
A lot of these niggas must not got no friends.
How do you? I was just telling somebody earlier today, like I don't understand like this weirdness and how people and all these men act like they shouldn't remove themselves from somebody who's been convicted of something like this. That's crazy.
That's Stockholm syndrome.
Like I haven't heard an R. Kelly song on the radio station in forever. You know, they don't play his shit. They won't rock his shit. They have just completely wiped this nigga away. Like, I thought this is what we do in society. I don't understand why here online everybody got such a hard time of understanding. Let me remove the video. Even Doggy Diamonds was like, yo, this dude got sentenced. That's crazy. I have removed all my videos and anything on my channel with him. And he wasn't even cool with him like that. I just don't understand why that's so hard for some of these men to do. Like they're actually supporting him after the fact. That's crazy as hell. Y'all some weirdos. Y'all be touching kids too. That's what I believe.
Hello? Hello?
Wiggy, y'all can hear? I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Michi and the panel? Hey, how's everybody doing this evening?
We're good in spite of.
Yeah, in spite of. Well, that's all I'm saying. I'm so irritated right now. I'm so very, very, very irritated because I just want to punch on everybody. Okay, I feel like everybody just need to get touched at some point, because when you start talking about kids and you start talking about harming kids or putting kids in harm's way, see, it's a thin line between reality and this online shit. You see what I'm saying? It's a very, very thin line, and I feel like none of this should be taken lightly. Any threats, anything in reference to SciEx, nothing. Okay, because these fools out here being freaking pedophiles, touching on children, the house of consciousness, they all a whole fucking gang. You see me? They're a whole gang. And this is what they do. So yeah, stay the fuck in the house. Ain't nobody making money this winter.
You know, the problem is that, you know, when you have Q got a big platform himself. And the issue is, like, when you have these big platforms and you hear voices saying all of these things months and months ago, 6-7 months ago, and yet you still make your presence on those platforms. You still cap for these. I think Q Butter came a little late. That's what I'm saying. And I'm talking about in terms of what he already had heard. He came late. I'm not saying it's a lot of us that came late. I came late. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But the moment people presented the shit to me, I quickly adjusted very fast. You know, it didn't take me a day or two. You see what I'm saying? With a lot of these people, they heard about these kind of allegations for months and months and months. You know, worse stuff. They heard about all kinds of shit. They got, you know, dozens of names of people from that platform, you know, and it's like, I think a lot of them, when you have these big platforms and you pretend like you don't hear it and you don't take action yourself, I think it's kind of lame. And You know, but outside of that, I'm glad they're speaking up, but it kind of harms how people hear the message when they think, okay, I mean, he was definitely capping for Sonetta. It sounded like it to me. Sounded like he was capping for Sonetta a month ago, even. You see what I mean? Right after even the verdict, even up to the verdict. I mean, it's like, ain't that a little late? I mean, once you got to me, it's like no matter what, once you got the DNA evidence, it should have been finished. Once you saw that Sonetta was visiting this man, had consistent contact with Polite. Once you saw Sonetta go back and forth on his words, say Polite's never going to be on this platform, and then the next day say that he is. What do y'all think about an interview? All of those things, that should have been enough. But it's a lot of people that still went on, and I think Q Butter was one of them, man. You know, and I think when you have a big platform, it makes it look like this is about numbers in a way. It makes it look like they're waiting to see how the people react before they react. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to react based on the information you have, based on your own ethics, and watch the community adjust. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be adjusting for the community, not with shit like this. You're not supposed to be gauging which way the community going to go. You know, I think that's where they went wrong. Now, let me read something. Yeah, that's why I stopped it, because of Gelly's comment. I agree. Q don't listen, man. What is this? All right, let me read some of the comments. Venom 314. What's up, bro? Hey, and for y'all that don't know, I was a little sick the week ago, so I had to take a little break, and I had a heavy work schedule and stuff. So, but let me see here. Young Pharaoh on the channel the other night with 3-hour show talking about he going to kill both his baby moms and their parents because they got evicted from his hotel. Young Pharaoh needs to go get psychological help fast before he does some harm to himself and his family. Yeah, he need help. If he's out there saying things like that, that's not that's a cry for help, psychological help. Number one, at the but that just because you need psychological help, I'm not an expert, but that's what it sounds like to me. Doesn't mean you also don't need some criminal adjustment. You know, it's like what the heck. And the child and the baby's mom and the family need to do whatever they need to do to protect themselves from threats. Okay, let me see JTV. Oh, this is Michi X. This one who's back. Yeah, Sotomayor, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I heard, but I don't know. And also, brother, I don't even like talking about this kind. They as consenting adults. I don't want to know nothing about it. If they consenting adults, I don't even see what this has in it. It don't have nothing to do with the scamming and the rape and the pedophilia. You know, none of that shit is consenting. But Michi X and Sotomayor do what the hell they want to do. I don't want to know. I'm not up in everybody's bed. I don't even be wanting to imagine nothing like that. I don't even want to know. You know what I'm saying? This shit pissed me. Yeah. For real, dog. Why is Michi hiding over there? This is weird. I mean, is that what you're doing? Tell me. Yo, I'll hop up on the panel. Kelly, tell me you might know more than me. Shit. I don't be knowing stuff, yo. I'm just following. I'm trying to catch up, you know? YP playing with the fire. He had a filthy cap on the floor over a week. He has no one around him who cares about him, or he's not listening. Shame. I have respect for young man. Okay.
Okay, stay in the house. Don't make a video if you're not saying anything in reference to the slander. If you're not saying anything in reference to Polite being a goddamn pedophile, being charged for it, going to jail for it, you know, I feel like anybody in the House of Consciousness does not pulling themselves away and distancing themselves from Polite and Sonetta, they in a fucking way. Period. And I'm online, I'm listening to this stuff, and I'm just like, I don't understand what the problem is. You know what I mean? What's the problem, really? Because if somebody was, child, that's all. I was putting it in the chat, but I wanted everybody to hear it. Period. Because listen, I'm from Philly. We don't play that shit up here. I know this is the whole New York thing, but we won't play that shit up here. We don't play that shit. You be scared to walk outside. You ain't going to the store, nothing. See your little cousin. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. And it's an international panel, man. International support, I hear, man.
I'm done, y'all. Thank you.
Q got all these drug dealers and everything else. When you locked up? When you locked up, why can't you? Didn't I hear you telling your prison stories? Ain't you another prison motherfucker from over there, the House of Consciousness? Ain't you just like Polite, just like Sinetta? Ain't you one? Y'all motherfuckers up in here acting like y'all mother good, clean, wholesome black people from the suburbs that never did nothing, sat in your White House, your picket fence, your motherfucking dog in the backyard, 2 families, and kept your nose clean, had the honor roll, went to college, and did all. Get your clown ass out of here, dog. You from a fucking prison. You from the prison. What are you talking about? What are we? What? Hello? Hello? What? Am I bugging up on here? Am I bugging up on here? I literally hear Sinetta talking about Cuba got all these guns in front of kids, everything else. They source up nothing. And all you weirdos believe that shit. Motherfucking Manny went up on there and Manny was like, yo, you got any proof he was flashing guns in front of kids? Oh, well, it was a whole bunch of mumbling, nigga babble, everything else. Sinetta. What about this, though, Sinetta? Again, this is how you source up. This is how you source up. Let's talk about the drug dealers, the gangbangers. Who looks like a drug dealer right here? Who looks like a gangbanger right here? You defended the whole dude that's motherfucking about to get motherfucking shipped away to a motherfucking state prison for touching little kids. Who you think on the moral high ground here? You motherfuckers up here attacking a black school. Who you think got the moral high ground here? You weirdos need to look in the mirror. Coon ass niggas.
Facts.
That's crazy. They keep saying shit. What he said, fake perks for the kids at the school. Don't nobody sell drugs out the damn school.
But he said fake perks.
Yeah, somebody said selling the drugs out the school and the kids be getting the fake perks. I don't know what he's talking about. And when everybody say that shit, like Sai said earlier, talk about, yeah, the gangsters be downstairs smoking weed in the studio, the kids is upstairs. First of all, you can't do 2 things at the same time. So actually that's not true. They're in 2 separate parts of the building and the studio's not even open in the daytime. So when the studio is open and it's not gangsters in there, but when people are paying money for these studio sessions, I guess that's a stereotype. So now Sinetta is saying because people come there and record rap music, which there are people that actually come there and record singing music.
Stereotyping black people.
That's me. That's Michi.
Right, what he said.
That's Michi X speaking right here. If it's Michi X, put a 1 in the chat because I'm not sure if that they're not showing the faces right now, but
if you rap, you a gangbanger. If you rap, you smoke weed. If you rap, you do this and that. But there's been all kind of people in Q studio making music, and that's not necessarily true. But the studio is at nighttime. The studio is not while the kids are even there. So, like, at the end of the day, those two don't even mix. But you see how quickly he told that lie as well.
Okay.
And no, everybody that comes in the studio is not. They're not all rappers, and if they were, just because you rap don't mean you a drug dealer and a gangbanger like that. That tells you what he thinks about black people.
It's not exactly because I done recorded in Q studio.
Shit, me too. Half my shit was recorded in his studio.
That mean that he talking about me.
He talking about me too. I guess I'm a gangbanger, y'all. I'm an old ass 44-year-old gangbanger.
you know what? But this should be a lesson to people because, you know, if you think about it, it took something like the assault of this child being prosecuted by the Florida State Police, prosecutor's office, for all of this other stuff to come out, you know, and for, I think that's real interesting, you know, and I also think that's kind of it. I guess it's a lesson. To me, it's a lesson. Maybe it's always been like that. Maybe it's always been that way, that's how it works, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying. I don't know any of these people. I don't know. So I don't like stepping on people or talking about people I don't know in their business and things like that. I don't like doing that, especially when it comes to the character. I don't know these people's character. I know Sinetta's because you hear what the hell he say. You hear what he says. You that's enough to know. You hear what he says about himself, and you hear how he talks about other people, and you see how he moves, and he explains his character to you. So everybody knows his character, but the rest of these people, you know, I don't automatically try to judge. I just try to understand where they're coming from. But, you know, I'm going to go back to what I said a long time ago. And this is me just coming from my upbringing. And I'm not a dude that grew up using a lot of drugs, smoking. Nah, I didn't smoke any weed until I was an adult. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I didn't look up to drugs because I come from a neighborhood where people sold crack, sold PCP, sold heroin. You young kids see what a drug addict looks like. You don't dream to use these kind of things. And in those days, cats wasn't trying to see no young kids on drugs either. They was looking down on it. It wasn't looked up on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you my advice to all these people, and some of them not gonna like it. But the more they talk, the more they reveal themselves, the more they confirm. And what I'm going to say is the same thing I said a long time ago. I said this months ago. You know, I had my opinion about what it looked like, some serious issues, like what it looked like with Sarnetta and them and their dealings. And to me, I said it looked like sex trafficking, but they just keep talking. They deny, but when you keep talking, the pieces keep slipping out. Maybe not on purpose, but they slip out. And what I'm going to say is, a lot of these folks need to learn how to do what?
You could shut the fuck up.
And I seriously mean that. No, we're going to listen, but
that's what he feels about hip.
Just because somebody makes an allegation doesn't mean you need to start splaining.
Pop, why you got Smash Rockwell over there? Why you ain't call Smash Rockwell a motherfucking drug dealer idiot who motherfucking spews all this gangster rap and all this other shit? Why you ain't talking about, you talking about him too? He a whole industry dude. You talking about him too? Oh, let me guess. Everybody but him. Everybody in the music industry is all
facts, Venom. They talking. They do it to themselves, man.
This gang banger, drug dealer shit, everything else except for him, right? Because that's how you like to do it, Si. You like to make these broad, sweeping motherfucking statements and then exclude these few motherfuckers over here, but you talking about everybody else. Ain't that right, Si? Clown ass nigga.
That's the problem. It's all for entertainment purposes. Okay? All for entertainment purposes. And unfortunately, you know, this bad behavior or this
hit the link, Coon. My fault. Excuse me, man. Hit the link, Coon. Hit the link. Don't be in the motherfucking chat popping off. Hit the fucking link. Coon ass, lying ass nigga. Be
nothing but lies.
Nigga.
They
hit the link.
They be scared to click that link. It's just a link, y'all. Like, we can't really, I know it sounds like we might reach out and snatch your ass, but like we really can't do that. It's just, you know, come on up here.
No, you know what's gonna happen? Look, I'm gonna put the link in there. Sarnetta's gonna come up here and do a bunch of cursing.
He probably
He's not gonna do what everybody gonna say. Throw us up. He's not gonna go through the sources. He's gonna come up here and look. At the end of the day, sir, it's already up. I'm going to the attorney tomorrow.
Sigh in the back.
Do me a favor. Let me know if my audio sounds all right now, because I just had to switch over.
Yeah, that's what's happening tomorrow. We're going to the attorney. You can sue me for the potential of whatever you think I'm going to do, and I'm going to pursue you for the shit that you say. That's what we're going to see. And then we're going to let the courts decide if you were lying. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let the courts decide if you were lying.
Oh, he was lying. He was most definitely lying about a lot of shit.
We're going to let the courts decide.
Okay.
We're going to let the courts decide. Like the lie you said about my brother right here, Quentin, leaving Zayex. What about that dude that started with me? Everybody left you. What him? You mean Damo?
He's like,
you said the only certified teacher. Damo? Mad slander. You said, you talked about the parents. You said we sell drugs. All of this. There's cameras all over the building. Are you dumb?
The roaches and the guns.
Are you dumb?
And the coke.
Mad disrespectful slander. You need to apologize to the community.
Exactly.
I don't need to talk to you no more. You can go tell them, well, I'm going to go talk to my attorney tomorrow. You can go call everybody you want, because I'm letting you know, in New York City, it is illegal to accuse somebody for a crime. Yeah. So please, you already said it on your video that you're going to call ACS. You already said on your video you're going to do these accusations. Please send these people here, because I'm going to sue you.
Can you get his
I'm letting it be known.
Before you take it down?
Absolutely.
Please, the video, the video is being recorded.
All right, so you already got the video recorded, right? All right, cool. Yeah,
We
sue
were
that
listening
motherfucker, bro.
to it on the last time.
He did some whole shit, and then on top of that too, you can't attack him on some street shit because he already talking about calling the police.
I don't
right?
the street.
So,
I have no interest. Look,
Let
I
that
have
go
no
right
interest. Look, I have no
Let that
interest
go right there.
in any discrete discussions. Only thing I want to discuss is his apology for all of the lies and slander, and I just want to talk to my attorney.
And
That's it.
We coming for your green screen, your camera, bitch, and them hot Cheetos you and Napah be sharing. When we get done, you will have nothing left, bro.
we gonna be in a homeless shelter. He gonna be in a homeless shelter in Harlem after we done with him.
He's sitting in the back right now.
Yeah, that's why we don't gotta make no accusations. All we're gonna do is play all your talking points. All the shit you said.
Play it.
All the shit you said.
Wait before you play it, Q. I want to tell everybody on my platform, I'm going to cut this stream off, y'all. So there is a link is attached to the top of the chat. Click it and come over to Q's panel and watch it in his chat. He probably going to be here all night, but at some point I won't. But anyway, if y'all want to continue watching, click the link and come over here, y'all, because I'm going to cut this live off.
Lying ass over here, lying, grown ass man, lying.
My bad. I didn't know my mic was unmuted. My guy me my bad.
And he lying on the youth, and he's supposed to be an elder.
No, I'm done. I just want to say that to my chat. I'm done. Go ahead.
He lying on the youth.
All you niggas are liars. All you niggas.
All right, that's cool. Let's do
all you niggas are lying. Take me to court, nigga. Take me to fucking court. Let's go.
It's cool. It's all right. Cool. No problem.
Videos of you slandering me, nigga.
No, yo, bro. That's cool.
Crying, motherfucker.
That's cool. No problem. No problem. At the end of the day, no, that's cool. You don't have a look. At the end of the day, it's an organization that you're slandering. So that's all that matters, sir. You won't take no accountability for nothing. That's it. That's all it is.
Old ass nigga with diabetes.
You can take all the videos of me slandering you and go call your attorney. Go have fun.
Call him.
I have no interest. I have no interest.
You already know you conscious motherfuckers ain't got no motherfucking knowledge about law whatsoever. Because if y'all did, y'all known Polite was going to get locked up years ago. So go ahead. If you think you can win this case, get ready, motherfucker. Get ready, because the YouTube court ain't gonna help you. YouTube court ain't gonna help you, motherfucker. You wanna play games? You wanna bring the white man into this? Because that's what you said. You coon ass nigga. Talking about cops and everything else, coon ass nigga.
You gonna make us respect
the white man then.
You gonna make us respect the white man. How you gonna make us respect the white man, bro? How you gonna tell
out of here?
You gonna make us
You wanna bring the white man into it? You wanna slander motherfuckers? We gonna Cardi beat the shit out of your ass. We gonna Cardi beat the shit out of your ass, Tasha. You understand? You understand, Tasha? You gonna get Cardi beat like a motherfucker. That's what the fuck's gonna happen.
All this shit you said in the video, all these lies. You can please, man. I got no problem with it. That's what's
all
going for
you
me.
gotta do is prove it, nigga. Now you're
Prove
crying
what?
like a bitch. Now you're
It's cool.
crying like a bitch.
It's cool.
All you niggas been slandering me, and we got the videos. Let's go, nigga. Let's go.
No, we ain't gotta argue with him. Let him drown himself. Let him drown himself even more. Let him drown himself.
He slandered you on
Bro. We ain't gotta all it.
Crying like a bitch, nigga. You've been dating on me for a whole month. Now you fucking crying.
Is it? I do not again.
Hey,
Hold on,
excuse me. I want to talk to you.
Hold on. The accusations that you made, I just want to be clear with you, were false and inaccurate, and I'm asking you to remove them. They're defamation of my business, my character, the people associated with my business. And for this reason, I'm going to call the attorney. I just want to be clear on that. So now, if you feel like I've done the same thing to you, go ahead and call him. Now, if you're gonna threaten me after I say this to you, that is just gonna be used as further evidence.
All right, Q Butter. What I want to say to you is that I got videos of you in your platform calling us pedophile rings. Even if you didn't say it, you're the king of your show. You said it. Fuck you, nigga. I'm not apologizing to you. I want to talk to Michi. She's been calling.
Now, this is what we're talking about. Hold on, you got it. But I want to say, did he not have how many views does he have on his channel with someone who was convicted for violation of a child? Did somebody put in the chat? Let me see. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 10 million. How many views has he gotten on his channel with a convicted violator of a child?
Hold on, Q. And he's indirectly admitting to slandering you, bro, by saying that. He's indirectly. He's indirectly admitting that he's lying.
Hey, you pussy. Why you want to talk to me? See, me here. Me are the one with this.
So 90%
Me right your soul. Why you want to talk to me? See, me are the one that did disrespect your hoe. So
but now we ain't gonna yep. Drown yourself again. Go ahead, bro. What you gonna say this time?
Okay, now what I want to say, because you scared of me, Q. That's why you
That's
keep
right.
putting me in the back. I don't care what you do. You slandered me, and I came
right.
back with powerful information and truth. I was at your school. None of these.
Hold on, real quick. Now let's go back to the slander. Now this is where accountability comes in. If you would like, y'all, we can do this again right now while he's on the platform. Do you think Sanetta would be willing to take accountability for the fact that nobody was arguing with him on my panel at the time of the argument? Nobody. He went off and created this entire situation. Let's see if he's going to be willing to take account for exactly what happened Saturday. As an elder.
But
As my elder.
Q, he's showing videos from years ago, and he said that you're not a substantial school and that you be doing all this stuff, and he been knew this. So if he knew this, I want to know once again, if this was the truth, Sanetta, why you keep giving niggas a pass? You knew Q school wasn't shit for 8 years, and he had drugs and kids and guns, and you just now saying something? Like when niggas talking, they put their foot in their own motherfucking mouth.
See?
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah, let's go along with your story, nigga. It's still shady.
You calling Q butterfake, and you was the fake one. If you knew all of this shit,
All he got to do is prove that I'm lying, and I'm gonna say I seen it. He got to prove I didn't. His word against.
Anybody know what he's talking about? Seen what? Seen what?
But they're right about what they're saying about Sanetta. They're right. If he knew that already, then why didn't he say anything before? Right? That's just the whole thing. And you know, that question a lot of people are going to get caught up on.
Ichi, talk to me. You want
seen what? You're not nobody here to see nothing. Nobody not here to talk to me, T. You violated my name.
He's here for money. He's here for money.
Yeah,
that's what he is. That's
you want to tell everybody how you was on line and say I tried to fuck you? With your fantastic life? You want to talk about that, Sanetta? Other than that, what do you have to talk to me?
But you know, this is what Shaka was saying, you know, and this is also my point. Like when you're dealing with toxic people, one time should be enough for you to separate from them. It doesn't matter if you're separating from their platform, or you're separating from them and the people around them. Whatever you have to do to separate from a toxic person who does harm to you or does you wrong, it only takes one time and move on your way. Just go the other direction. But what we're dealing with is a lot of people that they actually allow people to do them wrong multiple times, and they keep going back for more for some other reason. And that's I find that very interesting. But just to let you know, I don't do that. I don't roll that way. I got enough on my own together and enough things for me to be a part of that I don't need to deal with toxic people, you know? So.
You want to talk about how you tried to lie and say I wanted to fuck you. So you want to have that conversation? Because other than that, nigga, what you have to say?
Nah, Michi, I'm me for talk too. Defend your own man. Why you want to talk to Michi when we there on the panel?
No, hold on. No, Buddha, it ain't literally. Hold on, literally, it's not that. I want to be right in his act. This started on Saturday. He went and told everybody on his platform we was hating for 2 weeks.
Exactly, Venom and Gelly. Exactly.
Incorrect. If I play the video right now, everybody's here. Y'all can all judge me and him and everybody. Michi was not in the conversation at all. He brought Michi into the conversation. They went on his platform and told everybody that Michi was over here hating. He wasn't even in the convo. He was talking to the fucking chat himself. And after an hour of that on my panel, then he goes on his panel and says all of this shit about me. Y'all want me to call him my elder? Y'all, the picture is clear. Y'all just refuse to see it because he's hoodwinking y'all. I'm not allowing it to happen. Either he's going to take accountability for the lies that he said, or let's just deal with court. All I'm going to do this week is show my institute. I have nothing to talk about with Sanetta. Like I said in the video. Remember, he went on the platform and said, yeah, Q, I want to talk about the white guy. He misquoted. I said, Sanetta, I have nobody should be telling you anything about your platform. If they got an issue with your platform, Sanetta, they should go make their own. That's what I said. And I said, look, Sanetta had a white dude on it the other day. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's his platform. He's an interviewer. If you got an issue, make your own platform. Instead of hearing that and saying, yeah, Q, thank you for telling people that, because I'm tired of people telling me what to do, he responds to the white dude and then goes into a whole discussion about how fuck black people don't support me, all of this shit. Then he goes and says, I'm the most militant person y'all know. Right, Q? I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, I don't even know what we're talking about. Then after that, he goes back to the chat and he's like, "No, I'm the most militant person. First of all, y'all be over here talking this Black Power shit, Q. Nietzsche ain't got nothing on me with Black Power. You ain't got nothing on me with Black Power." He didn't acknowledge. Then after that, he goes on a further rant. Nobody responds to him. I didn't say shit to him. Someone in the chat says, "But Sa, you got a school." Donetta says, "So what? I had a school for 20 years too." That's what started the comparison. He don't want to acknowledge that's what happened because he don't even remember. He's too high off of the narcissistic need and feeling of fighting. Now let's see if he's gonna willing to see. Let's see if I'm sorry, Meech. I'm sorry, but let's see if he's gonna take accountability for it. Let's see if he's gonna take accountability for it.
How they, if he took you anywhere in this country into Africa, got off the plane, nobody would know you and they would know him because he known everywhere and nobody would know who the fuck you even was. Did he not say that to you?
To Africa before?
I just don't leave that part out. He said people loved him and they used to bow down to him. Let's not forget that.
He said he made me.
Africa he been to?
Right here in this video, he said he made me.
Little Africa.
You can look up the age of Zayek's studios. Geologic is in the chat. Zayek's been around way before I met him. Way before I even heard of this community. If he made me, and he put me on the consciousness, why would I have Loaded Lux and me and Loaded Lux and I doing a song "Fuck the Police" in 2011? If he made me, y'all, what if, prove it, make another one.
Facts. Yo, straight up. I mean, really, you know, it's I don't think he hasn't gotten to that point where he's figured that out yet. You know, some of these things, you shouldn't have to second guess yourself 2 and 3 and 4 times. You know, when you see something wrong or see something bad and you know that it's true, you got to be out. You got to stop. You have to disassociate. And I think when you continue to associate, it becomes even more confusing to understand it, you know, why you're there. He's asking all these questions. Yeah, well, why did you? Why did you? Why did you keep? He can answer these questions all himself, man. I mean,
make another one. Because for what I see, everybody around you done left. You said all of these things, but you're not going to take accountability for it, sir. I did not start with you. I was not offending you.
I'm not saying it as a diss, though, to Q Butter. I'm not saying it as a diss. I'm just saying, you know, some advice for real.
And you created this whole scenario, this whole narrative. You created this shit. And you're not going to take no accountability. We wasn't even talking about Polite. If you sit here and watch the video, you went on your panel and told everybody we was talking to you about Polite. Let me get a one in the chat if Shanetta told everybody that we was over here talking about Polite. Let me get a one in the chat if that's what he went and told everybody.
Yep.
We was hating
because he must have believed some of the hype that Shanetta was putting out. When people confronted Shanetta attacks them. Shanetta puts out, you know, disinformation, puts out lies and slander, or he'll straight up threaten to put people's addresses and family members' names out there, stuff like that. Or he will say things like, "Oh, they only attacking me because I'm jealous. They only saying this now because of this." And people are so stupid they believe it. But the bottom line is that, I mean, you know, how long does it if you everybody knows Shanetta promoted Polite more than anyone else. Everybody knows that. And it's, even if you didn't know anything else, you should have had a problem with that. You should have said, "Yo, Shanetta, you got to take accountability for the harm that Polite has caused people that found him, at least through your own channel, through your network, you know, and you got personal testimonies from plenty of people." And Shanetta had a record of burying it. So even if you just deal with one person and forget all the other people he done, scumbags he done promoted, I mean, just one person should have been enough, but he's still defending it. Shanetta is still defending it, and it's still people defending him. But Q Butter was one of those people. You know, Q Butter just snapped out of it for some reason a month ago. But come on, that's late. A month ago is late. A month ago is real late.
No, remember he said that? Let's see if he's going to be willing to replay the video and listen to what he was saying. And if anybody said anything to him, he created this, and he will not take accountability. I guarantee you. All he wants us to do is go further. Show me you an elder right now and prove you're willing to take accountability for creating this shit, because the tape is available right now. We can listen to it. Are you willing to listen to it? If I created it, I will take accountability for everything I said. Every single thing I said to you, I will take accountability for and apologize right now. Are you willing to do it? I guarantee he's going to say no. He's going to say, "No, Q, nigga. No, don't be scared now, Q." He's going to say all this other shit. This is why it's HOK versus the conscious community. I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Is he there?
I mean,
Yeah, he on mute. He's on mute. Probably reading the chat knowing him.
No, I'm not reading the chat. I'm getting all the videos. Number one, let me first say this. Y'all call for me, and then when you call for me, you niggas run, because you know I got the lion heart. I got the lion heart, baby. Y'all niggas are the one caught up in your feelings. I'm talking to you bitches now. Let's talk. Why you keep putting me in the back? Because you niggas are hypocrites. You niggas are frauds. Now you niggas gonna cry me a fucking river? All you bitch ass niggas, you've been talking shit about me for the last Q. You've been doing this shit for months, nigga. And then Michi X, she did the shit when First Polite first got caught with some bullshit. She ran down on my name.
I said the same thing.
Hold on, me.
Y'all remember the question? Man, cry me a motherfucking river, nigga. Make the pussy talk. Fuck out of here. I would never apologize to you bitches. Never.
That's cool. It's cool. I don't. No. What we
You
said.
apologize to me then.
No. What I said was, look, Senator, I'm gonna mute you right now. We both. I'm willing to apologize. We can play the video back from Saturday. Anything I said that was wrong, I will apologize for. And if we play it back, no, right now, we don't got to do it. We can do it right now. I will do it in front of everybody. But if we play the video back and we see that you created this, if we see that you created this, if we see that you created, bro, if we see that you created this,
I'll tell you
and you see, hold on, Senator, you said I was attacking you. You said we was hating on you. You said all of these things from Saturday. That's what compelled you to start this rant. I want to be very clear, Senator, with you. You came on my panel and was here for an hour. You was joking. We was cool. It was at the point when you felt in some way attacked. I don't know what I said. I don't feel like I said anything, but something triggered you. You went on a rant, and I said that. And then from the rant, that's when Psycho tried to stop you because he felt like he was attacking everybody. That's what happened. But in that rant, I didn't say nothing to you. I didn't attack you, and everything prior to that, I was on the defense for you. Okay. That is accountability. Now, if we play it back, and that's what happened, and now from there, that's what made you go on your platform and start this war. That's what made this. Are you willing to take accountability for that?
All right, I'm gonna answer you. See, you think it started with me a couple of days ago on your platform. No, Q. I've been holding all this shit in for a long time. I got the videos, baby. I got it when Michi X came over here calling me a pedophile, all on your platform, calling me a molester, all of you niggas. So let's go to court, nigga. Or let's me and you take the niggas off the channel and let's me and you talk like men. You know, we can do it like that. Or fuck it, nigga. I'm not kissing nobody ass, nigga. I'm Sonetta, nigga. I'm Sonetta. I don't kiss no ass. I'm not apologizing to no motherfucking body. If you can bow down, I can bow down. If you want to handle it like men, we can handle it like.
It sounds like it's about to get real heated. I thought it was heated as it could get. It's going to get more heated. Okay.
You got the wrong nigga.
Calling him a pedophile. Hold on. I said you was a fucking enabler. You lying now, nigga. You
all right? Hey, Michi, you supposed to be Black Power. Was you sucking Tommy dick, bitch?
Was I sucking your dick?
What?
That what you went
Just what? It's going to keep going in circles. You know, I don't think that's what they get. They don't get nowhere communicating. That's why they just need to stop it, because it's just going to turn into one insult to another personal. You know, I mean, at some point you got to understand you're not going to get a conversation out of Sonetta about this. He's chosen his path, you know, and cursing your way out of it or trying to explain it or you know, it ain't going to work for him. It ain't going to work, you know. Let me read some of these comments here. When was this? This was just yesterday. This within the last 24 hours, Kursa Hammurabi. Yeah. Exactly, Afemi. Exactly. Let me see. I got about an hour more to roll with this. Anybody can hop up if you want. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, this is. How many days has this back and forth been going on? I mean, this has been going on for like a week now. Sonetta, Q Butter, Sonetta, Michi X, Q Butter, Sonetta. It's like they've been going back and forth at each other. I mean, I won't say at each other, but with each other for what, over a week now, right? And don't get me wrong, I could continue to listen to it. I could continue to hear it. Every once in a while, some new stuff comes out, but they ain't getting anywhere. You know, this is the hill he wants to die. Yeah, this is the hill Sonetta want to die on. This is his hill. And one thing I don't like to hear is people give so much credence to his attacks. Like, you know, I mean, for me, I wouldn't have the energy to just attack some respond to some lunatic every single week about something. If I don't have nothing to do with it, I'm not going to continue to respond. You see what I mean? It becomes a waste of energy. It becomes misdirection. You see? So I just don't understand why they don't understand that Sonetta is always going to do that. He's always going to attack personal. He's always going to try to say he did this because you did this. You see? And therefore you're never going to get a conversation out of him. Let me see here. Gelly girl, you saying a mouthful. He de-sucking Saab, protecting him when he didn't need to. Yeah. He didn't need to cap for Sonetta. That's what's surprising about it. What made him cap for Sonetta for weeks? And then all of a sudden he's seen the light, not being honest about how they conscious community and those that debate with each other know each other. Exactly. Now, from the outside, you wouldn't know all of this. You would have to watch it a while, and then you start seeing the little moves they be making, and then you could start putting 2 and 2 together, and you'd be like, wait a second, this ain't nothing but the Harlem Shuffle. This is just 5-card Monty. The fix is in. You see what I mean? And there's some cats in on the fix, in on the fix. So when you're watching them debates and you playing a part and all that, no, it's all a scam, right? But to the outside person may not know that, but after a while, you should be able to pick up on it. But for some reason, now there's people that knew it was a scam, I think, is what a bit tired is going to. But now they're trying to distance themselves, and the thing that's making them distance themselves is the fact that Polite has gone to jail for raping this young 14-year-old. But it's like, come on, you mean you didn't know there was any type of scamming going on? I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know myself all that scamming was going on. But when somebody presented it to me, I immediately took note and distanced myself and spoke out against it. But the problem is that a lot of these people knew about these stories for a long time, and they didn't take a side. Let me guess. Malik Zulu Shabazz going to be one of the lawyers in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, Venom. Exactly. You know the fix. Hey. Yeah, y'all. All right, come on.
We try to tell everybody.
Look, me. Don't even. We ain't gotta.
Everybody's owned it. Bring it back. Bring it back. Because you wasn't there. Why you on Tommy Dick so hard? Let Tommy come over here and tell me that shit. Because you ain't Tommy. And just like I called your bitch ass, so you talk to me about
Michi, make me say something.
Buddha, wait.
Michi, make me say something. Make me say something, though, man. A simple thing I want to see it. But what I'm talking about, Psycho already told everybody in the community from the day Polite get locked up, anybody that wasn't against him from that day and didn't declare before that, because the evidence was clear that we was gonna drag them.
Nah, but hold on. I don't know. Hold on, Buddha. Hold on, Buddha. I gotta hold on, Buddha. I want to be very clear. The question that was asked, this is what happens, y'all. This is the art of the deflection. Right. I don't want to. He's not moving from the question. On Saturday, hold on.
Nah. Wasn't against him from that day.
See, what this guy said made some sense.
Michi, make me say something.
Look at Tommy Dick so hard. Let Tommy come over here and tell me that shit.
For some reason, Q Butter ain't want this dude to speak, but listen to what he say. What he say is facts.
Because you ain't Tommy. And just like I called your bitch ass, so you talk to me about
Michi, make me say something.
Buddha, wait.
Michi, make me say something. Make me say something, though, man.
Jamaican man.
Simple thing want to see it. But what I'm talking about, Psycho already told everybody in the community from the day Polite get locked up, anybody that wasn't against him from that day and didn't declare before that, because the evidence was clear that we was gonna drag them.
Nah, but hold on. I don't know. Hold on, Buddha. I want to be. Hold on, Buddha. I gotta hold on, Buddha. I want to be very clear. The question that was asked, this is what happens, y'all. This is the art of the deflection. Right. I don't want to. He's not moving from the question. On Saturday, the video. You know what I'm saying? If he just said he had an issue for 2 weeks, as an elder in the chat, what should he have done? Should he have joined my channel? Or should he have joined the panel and say, yo, Q, I want to have a one-on-one with you? Or should he have called me? 2 or 3, should he have emailed me?
I got a question. When did Q Butter distance himself from Sarnetta? Was it when the DNA evidence came out on Polite? Or was it after Polite was convicted, after Polite officially took the plea deal on the 6th of September? Was it before the plea deal? Like, was it right when the DNA evidence started circulating? Did he distance himself, or was he still capping for Sarnetta? Anybody in the chat know? I'm sure Gelly know, and I'm sure a Bit Tide knows also. I'm sure y'all definitely know. Cursa Hammurabi, you probably know too. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Not before or after. Hold on. He never did. Oh my God. I had to walk away. I get you. Oh, no. You good? He never distanced himself from Sa. You know, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, he could make a lot of points all he want right about now. Great. But the problem is that, it's always going to come back to, so what stopped you from doing this earlier when everyone else was saying the same damn thing? I mean, it just don't make no sense. It makes it seem like it's some other agenda after Ma'at Forever was the only one. I mean, Ma'at was definitely outside of Queen's Throne. I would say we didn't really know her at that time, but from what I hear, she's been going at Sarnetta for a minute. Suge been going at him for a minute, right? And I think it's a couple other people, right? But I know Shaka definitely took a stance as soon as he knew that some of this dirty stuff. He didn't know. I didn't know either. But as soon as we started hearing it, we found out from Ching Ching and a few other people, and we was like, yo, that's it. This is some other shit going on here. Screw that. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. No worries. You good. He would find excuses with anyone who challenged why he would continue to align himself. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. So I'm curious. I'm curious about it, myself. But here,
Which one of the 3 should he have done as an elder? Or should he have sat on a panel for over an hour harboring these feelings, and at the moment, and I didn't even say nothing to him. Michi's not even there. He creates this whole thing. Again, eldership. Which one should he have done? Should he have called me? He has my phone number. Should he have emailed me? Should he have joined the panel and immediately say, yo, Q, before we talk about anything, I have a gripe with you. I should have said something to you. Should he have been saying, I had an issue with you for 2 weeks? Sit on a panel with us. Thank us. Should he have done that? No, I want to make sure this is understood. Understood. So when he comes back and responds with all of this other stuff, with the disrespect to Michi.
Well, wait a minute, Q. I want to say this too, because y'all was all here 2 weeks ago when he came up here and we were talking. Remember, I was like, I would like to talk to him. It was a real respectful conversation, and I made it real clear that day. I said, I'm not trying to call you a pedophile. I'm not saying that's what you did. So let me make that real clear. I'm not trying to say that about you, Sarnetta. I'm talking about the accountability and knowing that he was doing these things. And then I said, why would you allow him to keep going on when you mentioned that one girl before we got into the conversation about his niece? He was like, well, she wasn't really my niece because it was through marriage. But all of this, now he coming up here and said I was on your panel calling him a pedophile and saying he did these things to kids. I never came up here and said any of that shit about him. But instead of him answering that question and letting me say you a liar to your face, I said in front of everybody, I'm not saying you're a pedophile. I said that to him. But instead of addressing that, once again, he want to throw out some deflection shit. Because that's a straight up lie to me too. We have a recording of that shit as well.
Yep. All of that. All of that. That could have been a phone call. What kind? Now it's new bitches don't want no smoke. At the end of the day, Senator, look, bro, you slandered my name. You see what I'm saying? If you the conversations with you and your proximity, and you know what's funny, y'all? Hold on, everybody hear this. Y'all all hear. Hold on. Let's do daggers, y'all. This is why Sanetta don't want me to play the video. Everybody tell Sanetta, let's play the video from Saturday. I'm gonna take accountability right now. I'm gonna show you. I just told you that Sanetta wasn't listening. Did not say that. I'm gonna prove my point, y'all. I'm gonna look like I was defending Polite. I'm gonna show you this. Ask Sanetta if he's ready to play the.
Yeah, love me through. I'm with you all the way on that. That's like, when is it going to end? What's the conclusion going to be? Y'all going to stop rapping with this dude? Y'all going to kick him off your platforms? Y'all going to separate or not?
Video back. Ask him if he wants us to play the video back. Because he went over there and said, we was over here doing all of this stuff about him Polite. He said the slander, the same video I will be submitting to the attorney is the one I'm about to play. Ask him if he wants me to play it. Or watch him come up here and deflect. You tell me if he deflects, y'all. If he does anything but respond, that's called a deflection. Sanetta, can we go through the video from Saturday and analyze how this started?
Are you gonna let me talk, or are you gonna keep putting me in the back?
No, bro.
You scared of this truth? Are you gonna keep putting me in the back?
The reason why I put you in the back is because you disrespected Meechie crazily just now.
You're scared of this truth.
Look, bro, all I'm asking, look. Yo, bro, see, again.
Did I lie on him?
Again, you see, again in the chat, y'all. Again, hold on, nobody on the chat. Nobody in the chat. Real quick, don't get caught. Do not get caught, Buddha. No, Buddha, no. No, I want you to understand. This is chess, not checkers. In the chat, is he currently deflecting? Can I get a 1 in the chat if I just called what he was going to do? This is called a deflection. Check. Do not interrupt his deflection. This is what accountability is. All we want to hear about is the accountability from Saturday, which created you in this run that you have against my business and the people associated with it. So do you want to take accountability for it? Because all of this other stuff, as soon as you came back, you scared of me. I'm not talking about that. I'm not a child. We want to discuss the video from Saturday. That's what's going to move the community forward. Because you went over there and you lied on me.
Facts.
That's all we got to talk about. I'll mute up. Please don't.
Here's the deal. You just want me to talk about what you want. I'm telling you, you slandered me. Your thug's been over here slandering me for a long time on your platform, Q. You acting like you don't know this. Meechie X, the first time she came on, I ain't talking about the second time when I came on the show with her. I'm talking about before that, where she was talking all this slander. We got the videos. We got the videos, Q, where y'all niggas was up here calling me, it's okay, pedophile ring. We got the videos, Q. What are you talking about? Why are you acting like now all of a sudden I started this beef with you? That's crazy to me, bro. All I did was respond with truth, with facts. That's
all right,
all.
Sanetta.
So I tell you what, if you're willing to apologize, if we're willing to have a man-to-man.
No, Sanetta, can I interrupt real quick? Can I interrupt? I'm saying, can I interrupt?
I'm closing out right here.
I've been respectful the whole time. I'm asking you. Can I real quick before we go there? Right now, we're having a man-to-man. You cursing out.
You got these clowns here with you.
Oh, look, you see, look, you see this? All I'm asking you is,
you got these clowns here. Like
look, bro, I don't know. Look, bro, I don't know what you see. No, I'm not calling you, bro. Hold on, he's trying to do this. Is the deflection, y'all. This is the deflection.
I'm not deflecting, bro. I'm trying to tell you, me and you can talk like men. Why you need these niggas behind you?
Because the question. No, hold on. I want you to understand something, right? These ain't niggas behind me. This is niggas standing with me. Because we were on the panel together when this happened.
Yeah,
this is what happened.
Show that dude. Show that photo, nigga. Show that. I'm not a principal. Q,
you a thug.
Whatever. I'm not a principal. So you can show that, nigga. I'm supposed to have my shit.
Show Q Butter with a gun.
Supposed to have that, nigga.
Where's your picture of Q Butter with the gun? Where's your picture of Q Butter with the gun? Where's yours at? Oh, like I said.
Yeah. What's up, Shaka, man? This is just, it's going in circles. It's going in circles.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Yeah. I saw your message. I just finished work, so I saw your message. I'm wondering if you're still alive, and yes, you are. So I've missed everything because I just finished, just so that you did a stream. So
it's all good. I just did a recap of your last video covering some of this, and then it was covering Sanetta's, and then I went over to this one because that's connected. These two are interconnected. So. Yeah, just to catch up, man. But it's all shenanigans, man. I'm just like I hope
it's the
people
information,
graduate.
brother.
Yeah, it's still information. They still spilling the beans.
They call it the information because when we're talking about stuff, you know, sometimes they hop on the panel or in the chat, or they leave comment after the stream and they say, "What about the information?" Well, here it is. You know,
Yep.
their leader, you know, the creator of the conscious community, you know, that's what he's dealing with. So that's the information, and we are just reporting the news.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't argue with them because this is what they do. This is what they do, and they don't see it from the outside. You know, they got to understand there's an outside too. There's always an outside, just like there's an outside to what we're talking about. You know, someone else is watching what we're talking about from their bubble. You know, and we're in a bubble too, but this conscious community is a bubble. We're not all caught up in that bubble per se, but we're concerned about it. You know, and we don't I don't disassociate myself from my own people, like but when you see that there's trouble and problems, we have to speak on it. We have an obligation to speak on it so that others don't think this is normal, so that others don't think this is the best of us, so that others don't think that this is what you know, this community is supposed to be all about, because it ain't supposed to be about none of this, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on it anyway, you know. Can you hear me? Is my audio good? Is it okay? I hope so. Yeah. But let me read a few of these comments, you know, while we're on the way. Let me see here. Gelly, what's up? Not the accountability for even doing the right thing and distance himself from polite, like he's asking Q to do. Yeah, exactly. They've been, you know, he been asking Q the same questions everybody else been asking Sonetta. Sonetta's been asking Q to do the same thing.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was buffering on my end because I was in the tunnel. But yeah, keep going. I didn't hear the latest thing you were saying. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just reading some of the comments. Gelly was saying there's no accountability for even doing the right thing and distancing himself from polite, like he's asking Q Butter to. She's talking about Sonetta, and indeed, she's correct. People asked Sonetta to do that. Sonetta said, nah. Now he's back here asking Q Butter, like, you know, to distance himself from some other folks. It's like, well, and Q Butter responded. He said, I don't tell Sonetta what to do on his platform. He don't tell me what to do on his platform. But Sonetta didn't even understand that part. That was giving him too much. And Sonetta still was like, well, nah, I want you to tell me what to do, just not about polite. Anyway, let's go on. Okay. Yo, this stuff, man. Well, it's about time QB and yeah, exactly. We got to give him. I don't know how old Q Butter is. He's not my generation. I'm 53. So excuse me. So I'm guessing he's in his 40s. Q Butter, maybe early 40s or something. Maybe you're closer to your age, Shaka, right? So I try to give.
In his 40s,
yeah, I try not to be too hard on people, you know, myself in general, but I would say he got some work to do, man. He should take closer. He should be a little bit more respectful of Shaka, because Shaka is his age, and he can learn a lot from Shaka. If he drops some of the xenophobia and just allow a brother to help sometimes, but you know, when another brother might need some help, Q Butter might sharpen up. But let's see. When we talking, we gossiping. Yeah, these guys, Q Butter just snitching on himself at this point. That's true. He got to learn to now take the bait. Yes. So Q only addressing him aggressively now because he's been slandered. I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like it, and that's an admission of something else too, right? Of something, I don't know what, but there's something. Go ahead, Shaka.
You know, brother. Once again, I know I said that a few times. See, I don't have any beef with Q Butter, but you know, like I said, Young Hero went on his panel. You know, I'm sorry to repeat that story, but he went on his panel. He had a nice convo with people on the panel. Then Frankie came, and all of a sudden things went left because Frankie started cursing and all that. So when Young Hero told me, I got over there. I was cursed out by somebody else first who insulted my mother. Now Q Butter probably wasn't really there all the time. Then Frankie came and he did the same. Frankie insulted my mother. Now it was no problem. You see what I'm saying? But now those guys, now when it's them, now it's an issue. But for the record, I don't know if this one is like the latest one that he did, because he's basically going live every day, Q Butter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They might
But
be on a new live right now. This is the last.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Frankie, he made a stream about Q Butter, and I just caught wind of the one when Napah revealed the picture of Tamika, because it looks like she was doing, what is it called again? Catfishing. But
Oh my God.
nothing to do with the profile picture that we're familiar with. It's something very different. Even the ethnicity doesn't seem the same. You know, she showed a picture of a black girl, but apparently she's like an older white lady. So I'm like, you know, what's going on? Like, are you ashamed of yourself? But anyway, that being said, Frankie talked about Q Butter, talking about he heard Q Butter is sniffing powder. And then he said, "Oh, that may come out, but I will show that to the people, you know, some other time." You know what I'm saying? I'm taking notes of the timestamp and all that. You know what I'm saying? So once again, like I read somebody quickly wrote, you know, they're talking. Yeah, that's what they're talking. They're telling on each other. Now, Enki said that Frankie is on the cocaine. I haven't heard any rebuttal. So it's funny to me. And also, several times, Frankie was like, "Oh, you hang with some hood N-words."
Right.
But once again, when Polite said, you know, F the hood, like you don't want to have anything to do with the hood, not that Polite is an example or anything like that, but, you know, Sanella took offense at that. But now he's talking about you, brother. Oh, yeah, with your thug N-words, with your hood N-words. The only people who go to your school are hood rat N-words and you know, all kind of profanity. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amusing to me, but, you know, hey, that's what
A
they
lot of
do, brother.
hypocrisy
You know what I'm
in
saying?
it. A lot of hypocrisy in it.
Yeah, a lot of hypocrisy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everything was all good just a week ago.
Indeed.
I mean, you know, with them, see, it was over some conversation, brother. And now they're beefing like crazy, revealing secret, like this guy, I heard he's sniffing powder. You know what he said also? He said, "Oh, if something happens to me, then Q Butter did it with his, you know,
He said that
thugs
about
and all that."
Polite before too.
And that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, he said it about Polite. What's up, David?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like in some ways some rerun. It's a rerun, but the op is a different person. You know what I'm saying? It's just all over the place. But hey, that's what they do. It's their world, man. But shout out to everybody in the panel. I cannot really read the comments like that because I'm driving. But yeah, go ahead, brother VP.
Well, yeah, I hear you and I agree with you 100%, bro. You on point as usual. But let me see what David said here. He got a comment. At the end of the day, it's been documented that Sonetta likes to violate the people around him, and they appear to like being violated. It's abusive cult. Try excuse me. Hold on. Yeah, try as they might, they Nuwabians. Well, I agree. I don't know what he was saying in the last part, but I agree with that. You know, serious people, in my opinion, um, you know, skip past all these shenanigans. They don't have all these hang-ups in their communication and in how they deal with people. You know, it's more straightforward, more organized dealings. Um, you know, mute of things like obsessive distrust issues, you know, mute of things like hateful speech, you know, derogatory speech, and hate issues of self-hate. Because, you know, a lot of times you can project that on another black person. Like, you don't want to be called the N-word all the time. Why? But they don't see that that's what that is. They don't see that. And so how you speak to another person is supposed to be your your definition or your light on how you want to be treated, how you want them to treat you. How you view yourself is how you communicate to others. You see, that's so important. And and if you communicate to people peacefully and respectfully, that's how you want them to speak with you. And when you do that, you make things a lot easier on yourself. But in this group, there's a lot of the N-word thing, and they might say that for them, they might say it's normal, but just analyze it, and you can see 99% of the time the N-word is used out of pure hatred. It is a term to describe another black person, a hate for another black person. That's what they're using it as. They're not using it as, oh, by the way, that nigga makes beautiful pumpkin pie. No. Or that nigga really knows how to take care of his garden. No. It's that nigga. It's like, it's totally vile. And I'm not saying you could use it any other way but vile, but they're the ones that say they use it as a term of endearment too, but you can see they don't. And I think all in all, it's toxic, and they need to look at some of the toxic stuff, and I'm not trying to diss them all as a group, because there's different people in there. Some I like more than others, but as a certain point, as a responsibility to yourself, you need to block some of this stuff for your own mental health and for your own health, for your own prosperity. You can't go on and on like this forever. So yeah. So let's see here. We got Wale. I'm a real N-word and very proud N-word from a long line of very proud N-words. Oh, really? Well, hey, that's you, brother. But I hope you hear and respect other people's views, because you're gonna have to when you meet with other people, you're gonna have to find a middle ground. You see what I'm at? And if the other person tells you how they revere that word, and you don't have any respect for that, and you insist that person refers to you as something that they experience as hate, I don't understand it. In my world, you have a name. Your name, who you are as an individual, is more valuable than any other term there could ever be. You see what I mean? So is your name nigga? Is that your name? Or is your name Wele? I would hope you would want me to call you Wele. I would hope you would want me to talk to Wele and not to somebody else. That's my word on it.
But VB, if I can just add on.
Yeah.
That person, Wale, I'm not saying this like in an arrogant or disrespectful way, but he looks advanced in age, so probably his father is no longer with us. But if he has sons, would he refer to them as the N-word? If he has grandchildren, would he refer to them as the N-word? Now, if he has some uncles still alive, would he refer to them as N-word as well? I'm just wondering, just out of curiosity, you know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't use it, but I understand many people do use it. So it's not the end of the world.
I got a question. Do you want
Brother Bennett?
Oh, your internet went out a little bit.
Oh, yeah, went out. Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear you now. Is it okay now? Is it stable now?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Frankie, we've seen for 7, 8 months or so, all the people that he used to be cool with, that he beefed with. Now, what I call the Ma'at Forever team, all these months, there's some people in the chat, that decided to go to Frankie, and I'm sure they are very embarrassed now. Mm-hmm. But besides that, we never really had any problem. There was one time there was a slight misunderstanding, and Frankie rejoiced over it, thinking there was a problem, but it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? But these cats, man, and I saw, out of curiosity, I looked at the comments on the video that he made about Q Butter, and one person wrote, man, you can't just beef with all these people without realizing you're the problem, or without you being the problem.
Yeah,
I'm saying
exactly.
Like it's amazing, and people that he knew for years, you know. But anyway, go ahead, brother. Do your thing, brother. I'm listening.
Oh no, no. I mean, I hear you. I would just say this, man. It's important to be real to yourself, and who you are shouldn't be so complicated to explain to people. So if you got a word about who you are that you can't use with everybody, then I don't understand it. So if you really are an N-word, then you should allow everybody from all ethnicities, all races on earth to call you that personally. And you shouldn't have any offense, because then I would not understand what you mean. But if you have offense to that word, to everybody calling you that, then I wouldn't understand why you would want to me or yourself to call yourself that. I don't get it. You see what I mean? So to that extent, I don't feel powerful by using a word that I don't need. I got better words, And on top of that, I'd rather be viewed as an individual most of the time. Even by my own people. I don't want my own people looking at me and saying, "Oh, he's just a nigga." No. I don't want you to do that. I got a name. That's why I got a name. You see what I mean? It's V. Bennett. I want people saying V. Bennett said this. V. Bennett stands for this. I don't care if some other black person doesn't stand for what I stand for. You see what I'm saying? I stand for what I stand for. You see? So I don't want someone else. I don't want to be the same as everybody else. I don't want to be grouped up the same. And the one time that we grouped up is because there's racist people out there that group us up. But I don't need to do it myself. It's already going to be done by society, but I don't need to double down on the wrongs of society. So anyway, on to the next. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get on past this one. My elders don't approve. Yeah, David, we've been through that, man. I agree. Peace to all. Let me see. Never appreciate the words. So, Daddy, yeah, I don't need. It's nothing special. I can give it up. It's better words, Let's see. Let's see what else they're going through. I got about 35 minutes.
So Q, are you willing to sit down with me and talk? Let's go. Michi X. Did I lie on you, Michi X? Did I lie on you, Michi X? Come on, Michi.
Damn, what happened there?
I don't know what happened. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why you going out to meet you, man. What, man? You're there, man.
Boy, y'all scared of me, boy. Now Michi is quiet now.
Yo, what happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, hit the likes, y'all.
My bad. Y'all don't hear me?
No.
Y'all hear me?
Up in the back. Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on? Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll put sign that in the back right now. Everybody just mute. I want to be very clear on this so we can all see, right? All understand why I told sign that on this platform. It's this, yo, bro, you all over the place. This has nothing to do. If you had an issue, am I very clear? If he had an issue on Saturday, should he have been on the panel with us for an hour, chilling and talking about Inky? Or should he have came on the panel and initially said, I want to talk to y'all about some of the things that y'all said in the past? Should he have called me prior to coming on the panel on Saturday? Should he have texted me prior to the panel on Saturday? Am I being fair?
He shouldn't have came on because obviously he had some animosity from a couple weeks ago that he had got off his chest. So it came out in the conversation and had nothing to do with what he was talking about. So he already told you he had been seeing it for a couple weeks. He admitted for a couple weeks, about 2 weeks ago. So he said we moved past it, but he hadn't. So he already admitted to that. He came on your panel with he was already mad about some shit.
Now look, y'all, if he's saying I violated, I'm just want him to, or understand, all I want him to say is play the video. Understand, that's been the whole question I've been asking. And how many times has he came up and went from nothing but yes, Q, let's go through these sources. Is his conscious community not the place where sources are supposed to be?
Well, I just want to say that my old elder ass is going to go downstairs and make a cup of coffee. I want you to know, Si, nobody is scared of running from you. I'm just really sick of you and I'm tired. So I need to go get some coffee to stay up to deal with bitch ass niggas like you. So nobody's running. I'll just be back. Little intermission. All right, biatch?
Yeah, you know, Zion facts. I agree with that. And I think, you know, it's subtle. This attraction that people have to him, to the toxicity, is subtle. It speaks to them, to something about them. And Shaka was saying that too, like or someone else. I don't know if it was somebody else in the chat, but it's to some degree, if you've been exposed to abuse, abusive language, things like that at a young age, or you got used to it at some point, then you don't see necessarily the toxicity, how vile Sonetta is, what he's doing. And that's problematic because you should be able to see it and disassociate with it, because you know how harmful it's going to be to even you if you just sit back and listen. It subtly poisons people just listening. And I think other folks got to get to that. They have to get to that level of comprehending what's happening, you know, when they're dealing with it, you know. And a lot of people consciously, they're not able to do that, to identify that in one way, you know. Now, sure, for limited points, you need to be able to communicate with a vile fool, especially if you're going to shut them down, for the purpose of shutting them down and letting them know they better not come your way and that you ain't going to be talking about it all day. You see what I mean? But when you continue to communicate with a disrespectful person, with a disrespectful mouth like this, it's not good for you. Even if he's not talking about you, you know, even if he's talking about somebody else, it's not good for people to sit back and listen to it and accept it. And I think that's another problem in that community. They sit back and let him speak that way to other people, and then they don't say nothing. They only speak up when it happens to them. You know, and that's not what happened to me. I'm like, yo, it's wrong for anybody. It shouldn't just have to be about you. And another point, you shouldn't have to get vile back as a response, because that's what a person like Sonetta wants you to do. He wants you to join the vile sickness, the toxicity, and add to it, because that justifies it. Let's read some of these comments. QB, get back to school and studio, learn from the circus. Yeah, bro. Really, QB, big up, no diss. Yeah, okay, there you go. Facts. Okay, let's see here. Wale, Pan Aboriginals Worldwide Unite. Yeah, there you go. Got you, man. All right, Wale, good comment. Shaka looking like the man in the Leon. And Leon, yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. Or the Terminator. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I got you. Yo, Shaka, what's up, man? You been following this or what?
Yeah, I've been listening. Got a phone call from my lady.
Okay.
But it's just amazing. Like, oh, there's an accident here in the middle of the road. But yeah, go ahead. It's just amazing. You can't catch up. You can't catch up. Like, you know, I mean, Q Butters is doing regular streams, like 11-hour stream, 24-hour stream, 30-hour stream. You know, but a situation with Frankie, once again, they just had to talk. I mean, you know what's amazing is that Q Butter was streaming and he found out about Enki's book, and he was criticizing Enki. You know what I'm saying? But I guess whatever happened, it wasn't good enough for some. Maybe a few people said some things, and actually Frankie said it. He's not happy because some people said some things. Like, you cannot monitor and control everybody on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But Q Butter was clearly on Frankie's side, just like Chris was on Frankie's side when he got humiliated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the audience, Shaka, and the audience follows that. You know, when you went over to Q Butters thing, his audience was following that. The audience already saw you, I mean, not all, but many saw you as, okay, this guy doesn't like this angle, and so we're going to go at him. And then they start asking you, where you from? So where you from? Yeah. It's like, what do we got to do with where you from, man?
That's one of their talking points, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they talking, but where are you at? You on YouTube? Are you from YouTube? You on YouTube talking this shit? Are you from YouTube? No. So what they tell her, you know, they be coming with all of these kind of little the audience capped for Q Butter, and that's something he needs to learn how to take responsibility for, man. Don't jump into this divisive stuff, and also recognize when you are repeating some of those wrongs that you see in others. You know, that's a dangerous thing. You don't want to end up being the next Sonetta, you know, because it ain't gonna work. No, you know, real talk. It's not gonna work because the whole world is watching. See, that's the thing about it. On YouTube, just because people don't say anything, they may not be in your chat box. They may not jump on your panel, but they be watching, and they can watch for a long time before they say anything. And once they do say something, you already got a long history of exposing yourself on the net, on videos, saying things, information, things like this. And then when they speak up, you're not going to be able to go back. You see, and you don't want to be the old bitter man like Sonetta seems to be, the one that doesn't give a. I mean, imagine being 60 years old and you don't give a damn. What could be worse? You're supposed to be 60 years old and actually give a damn, actually want to give your last to see the blessing in life when you're 60. You're supposed to be able to see that blessing. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to cherish that blessing, to say, you know what? I made it this long, and that's a blessing because so many people do not. I mean, yo, brother, every day I wake up, that's how I see life. I've been through hard times. You know, I've been through some spells where I had to question myself and my own judgment, and also some of the people I allow around me and things like that. But I refuse to be an old bitter man, bro. No, no, no. Life's too good. Life is too good for that. And you know, I've seen enough old bitter men to know that that's not what I want to be. You see what I mean? I'd rather be the old guy that appreciates what he got, that knows how to be smooth in a tough situation, and knows how to make a tough situation look like an easy handle. Boom, a problem solver. You see what I mean? A confident guy, not one that's going to break down every time somebody don't like what he say or do. You know what I'm saying? And then start spewing out viral shit on the internet. You know, f you, f your mother, f the world, f, because you know when people start saying f your mother, they may as well just say f the world too, right? That, you know, when you hear that kind of talk, you know that, wow, this person really takes life personal. It's like when everybody got struggles, man. Anyway, Afemi, what's up, bro? You there?
I don't know
Afemi?
who Afemi is, but my name's Otis. How y'all doing?
Oh, you done changed your name. Oh, they coming after you now, huh? Everybody else, unidentified and anonymous. What's up?
What's up, Afimi? How
As
you
long
doing,
as I
brother?
keep changing my name.
What's up, Otis? That's right. Sorry about that. Otis, yeah, we got a new person on the panel. It's Otis. Otis, speak your mind, brother.
It's we saw the same thing. I think it was Curse Hammurabi that mentioned it before, but we saw the same thing when you had that guy, the Aboriginal guy on, and then Sonetta starts texting him, you know, basically telling him that he shouldn't be associating with y'all or whatnot. He's shown over and over again that he understands, you know, that just the concept of just stepping away and creating some space from certain people. But you know, for him, his thing, his course is that he always chooses money over principles, and then tries to act like he was right the whole time. It's amazing to me that the conversation now is about whether or not Sonetta is an elder.
Yeah.
He's not even apologetic for what he's done. He's standing on it like, yeah, what?
Mm-hmm.
And thinks people should be calling him an elder.
I mean, you know, but again, you know, a lot of the people he have issues with are people from his own town, his own city, his own block, even. You know, I mean, this is insanity. So for me, that says a lot. And if they're saying you're not an elder, or they don't appreciate you, or they don't have any love for you whatsoever, man, that's deep. That's pretty deep, man. You know, that's pretty deep. I mean, most people have some people they don't like, or they had some run-ins with. I had a lot of run-ins. Not a lot. I can't lie. I can't say a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I've had a few, and I've had some run-ins, and some of them, all of them, most of them I joke about. Most of them I joke about. You know what I'm saying? And I might even know the people, and to this day, or I know people that know them. So I'm going to joke about some of the run-ins I've had, but on the flip side, I don't really, in life you might get some haters, but that's petty stuff. Everybody's going to get that if you're doing something good. But in general, you also know that you got a lot of people that love you and care for you and appreciate you, and that those things should be enough to make your demeanor different. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, you should be appreciative for the fact that you do have people that show you love. And that should be enough to make you not say F the world just because one or two people got a problem with you. You see what I mean? That should be enough to make you understand that, okay, well, this person doesn't like me, but I know how to deal with that. I can still communicate about that effectively. I don't have to say
No, I'm sorry. F the mayor, F the commissioner, F Johnson.
And your unborn baby, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And if your cat have a baby, F that cat too. All right? I'm going to say that right now. Dogs, puppies, lizard, rabbits, anybody else. If you got an ant mole in your house, F the ants, F your cockroaches. I'm gonna say it. It's like, scorched earth.
If you've ever seen one of those movies or TV shows where, as a villain is about to lose whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that he had like a holdover, it's a person or whatever, a business or whatever, and he's like willing to destroy like everything, like he'll blow up the whole country if he can't. If he can't have this thing that he was doing that was wrong, or he'll blow up the whole world and whatnot. This is like, if Sinetta had that level of power, that's what it would be. This dude would be willing to just blow up the whole damn world because of just this little situation here, rather than just say, my bad.
You be coming in there trying to rationalize with him all calm and, even trying to, give him a little bit of credit. And next thing you know, what happened? F you, N-word, F you, and you. Get the hell off that path. And the next one that's coming up in advance.
If I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah, basically, yo.
Kind of mentality.
At least folks know what it is, man. They're coming around to it. It'll be cleared up. I think, let me see. What's today's date here? Let's take a look at the date.
That's a murder, suicide type of mentality.
2nd, isn't it? October 2nd.
Yeah, let me see.
Monday, October 2nd.
Yeah, it is. So that's about 3 months, right? September, October to November. Yeah, it's 3 more months. Yeah, it looks like it's on track, man. I don't think we're gonna be dealing with the House of Consciousness.
It is on track.
Yeah, it's on trial for real. It's on trial. It's and if the first trial don't go right, the second one will. The third one will. And if they need another one, it's going, it's going to last days and weeks. It's going to last how many days? That's 90 days of trial. That's a hard 90 days, bro. What's up, Jade?
Yeah, what's happening, brother? I'm laughing, man. It's funny, man.
Hey, Jay, what's up?
Yeah, just saying hello. Hey, what, Shaka? Yeah. Hey, Otis, man. Is it Otis now? It's not. It's not for me. It's not me there. You got more names than me, Tarated.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but you remind the guy on the he sounded like he was from Cool Runnings, but you look like the muscular guy on Cool Runnings.
Man, okay.
Sorry.
I'm definitely not Malik Jova, and that brother was
Okay.
cool until recently. But,
yeah, you're Otis, all right. Yeah, man.
I went over on that panel. I went over on that panel for the first time maybe a week or two ago. They be having some long live streams.
Mm-hmm.
But that guy was on there, and I just
Who's
had
that Q Butter you talking about?
On that platform.
Which panel are you talking
but
about?
The funny accent guy, he was on there.
Oh,
and they were.
Oh, you talking about
there
this
was
panel?
some like
Stupid.
Yeah, not
Stupies.
this.
Yeah, his voice
thing
is
right
changed.
here. It was a couple weeks back, but they were having some contentious argument. It had to do with
looking boring.
Xenophobia or whatever, right? But
you making jokes, man.
I just noticed that the guy was like really the way that he was acting, it was only like making things worse in the argument. And he was trying to speak from the perspective of a Jamaican, because he said he's from Jamaica. I was just like, I got on there and I questioned him just because his accent just sounds so strange. I've never heard anything like that.
One thing I cannot stand, right? I mean, I spent 7 years in Jamaica, but I could never master the language, So that's why you hear me talk like how I talk. It's natural for me, and that's
Jade.
I was born in England, and
Jade, you're born. You say you're born in England?
Yeah.
Yeah, your Jamaican accent comes out way better than his does. It's
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where. I think it still comes. I've got a mixture. You see, I've got a mixture. Sometimes I can flip
from time to time.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm even, because I'm hanging around with the Americans now. I can even, I'm changing linguistically. But that guy sounded someone from Cool Runnings. That's what he reminded me of. And if that's Stu Pease,
it sounded
he must have a few different voices. He sounded strange, man.
Like he knew the popular stuff. Boy, he could really throw a whole bunch of blood clots in there and whatnot. He knew the popular stuff. But I went on there.
Yeah, I
went on there and I simply asked him, "Hey,
I'll be back, guys.
Say,
I've got a call coming in.
How do you say the phrase 'looky here' in Jamaican patois?" And he couldn't get it.
How do you say what in Jamaican patois?
Looky here. Just looky here. Simple as that. There was another Jamaican on the panel and he got it. But that one dude I'm talking about, he did not know.
But how do you say looky here in Jamaican patois? Is that
Kuya.
That's not Jamaican? Kuya. Is that what you say that? Kuya.
Kuya.
For strange reason, you saying this just reminded me when I was living in England. I forgot that. Come here. It's like come here, right?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
So I had the wrong dialect.
when the Creole was being formed back in like the 1700s, right? Originally what it was luku here. Because the languages that we come from, they tend to end with a vowel. So when we had a lot of words that ended with a consonant, we'd add a vowel on the end. Y, U, whatever. Up here, they added a Y, looky here. In Jamaica, we added a U, looku here. And then after a while, we chopped off the first part, the LOO, and just kept kuya. Mm-hmm. I think I explained the ya thing before, that when we're exposed to English speakers who pronounce the word here just like that here, then most Africans that you hear like that, they'll pronounce it as he.
Mhm.
But when you're exposed to British English speakers that pronounce the word here like yeah, then it
Right.
becomes just yeah. Because in Jamaica we don't pronounce H is at the beginning of the word, so yeah just becomes yeah. That's the kumbaya thing from the Gullah Geechee people and whatnot. But
Oh yeah, I got you. That's true. Yeah, I've seen that before dealing with different Jamaicans. It's true.
But I just asked
I
that
mean,
simple little
you
thing
got a
we couldn't get.
diaspora. You got a diaspora that's
Mhm.
also traveling back and influencing the island language too, you know?
Yeah. But I asked him that because I knew it wasn't something that was popular. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that a lot of people know. You won't watch a TV show and see like an American who's playing a Jamaican say something like that. It's
Yo, it's
always going to
people
be
be
just the
lying
popular
about their
stuff.
identities, man. I've seen people lie about being Jamaican because I don't know why, because they think maybe you will know where Jamaica is and you wouldn't know one of the other smaller islands maybe that they might be from, you know, maybe just fitting in. Or I've seen people say they're American and then you find out, no, this dude is not American. Like, you know, like Americans don't know Americans. We don't have no way of knowing who's American. Like, you know, like we can't see, you know, and not that anybody have to be, but we can kind of figure it out too. You know what I'm saying? And just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else have some nuances in their culture or, you know, things that may go beyond others. But yeah, man, there are people that lie. But yeah.
Is it false flagging like Miss Cleo? I heard she's a Jamaican. She was pretending. Is that true?
Is she?
Miss Cleo. I don't know if it's true, but she's not. Yeah, because she's not really my generation. I heard about her one day. Dave Chappelle made a skit, and then you know somewhere down the line online, I read they were saying no, she was just pretending to be from Jamaica, and I thought that was funny because I think her show ran for a few years, but you know I never watched her show. You know I probably saw a few after Dave Chappelle skit, you know, just to have an idea. But you know I found the idea very funny that she just pretended to be Jamaican. For years, like you know, did she really pretend or did she take the accent like I love Jamaica? Yeah,
it was
but
pretending.
when
And like any Jamaican that heard her knew she wasn't Jamaican.
yeah, you know, it's like when I was in England, I had my friend. You know, his parents are Jamaicans. You know, he's I think he was born in England. And there's that song from Dr. Dre.
Talk about false flagging. Talk about false flagging. Hey, and also, sorry, Shaka, B Tide.
Oh,
Why
it's
don't you
okay,
hop
okay.
up on the panel too? She said she had some questions. So, but you see that Tamika? It turns out Tamika is the lady. Is the lady whose picture? That was the lady. By the way, talk about false flagging. But go ahead, Shaka.
Yeah, all the fatter, whiter lady than the what is it? The red hair / blonde hair, young black girl that we used to see as an avatar. But yeah, there's that song, "Let Me Ride" by Dr. Dre. I really like the beat. You know what I'm saying? And at the beginning, it's supposed to speak. And my friend in England told me, no, that's not really a Jamaican person. I said, for real? I said, to me, it sounds really Jamaican. He said, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, he knows better than me, you know.
Jamaican. Do you remember the group called the Jamericans? She was
really putting it on strong, but I think she was authentic.
So what does she look like? What is the actual picture of her?
What you're talking about.
Because she was quite tough on Senator's panel. I never used to go on this panel, but I used to always see what the comments were. You know what I mean? But what is the case with this woman? What has she got an OnlyFans? I heard she had an OnlyFans page, but I don't go on that sort of stuff. My missus would beat me in the head.
I'm not saying she has an OnlyFans page. All I'm saying and what I've shown is that on her own social media, on Facebook, she uploaded a picture of a computer with the OnlyFans website page, and she wrote, "I'm tired of being broke," or something to that effect, right? So later on, she said it was a joke. Also, there was a tripod for a mobile phone. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I gave her the nickname OnlyFans Mika. So, you know.
Okay.
That's what That's what she put up for the public to see. You know, if that's the kind of joke that she does, her being a mother, you know, more power to her. You know, but go ahead, bro.
No, but I hear you. But Napah is now saying that she's after everybody's rod. You know, there's so many rods around. Right?
She said
all
that
you can hear is
she gave
ka-ching.
she gave three dudes names: Garfield, Rosalia, Daniela, and Sanetta. So for in a few seconds. So if she thinks about it, you know, we may have a long list. But hey, Mika, she's been disrespectful to so many people. She's been disrespectful. Go ahead.
Yeah, this ain't you. You've not said anything. This is now. They're backing up what you were saying. You know what I mean? That's what's happening now. They're highlighting what you said, and they're signing their signature behind it to say, yeah, this is, you know, it's imploding. It's not even sad to see. I'm glad because, you know.
True.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm glad. I don't hate none of them or anything that. But this is law of nature, as Tar would say.
Yeah, it's nature, and you know, sorry to cut you off, brother.
No, man, go true, brother.
But I agree. Like, if I say I'm sad to see something, it might be certain behaviors that I see a multitude of people seem to not understand and go along with. But as far as the leadership and the platform that's spreading that, I'm happy to see it go down. No question at all. It's not sad. Bang on each other, rip each other's heads off. You know, just go. And if it's going to be Q Butter's platform that does the same thing, that want to foster some of the same toxic behavior, then go for it. I mean, because you know what? If they don't have their chance, other people won't get their chance later. You see what I mean? So they got to have all the time to do what they want to do. And right now, they got all the opportunity to do what they want to do. And this is what they want to do.
Love My Fro. She's singing "Swing Those Sweet Chariots."
Yeah, somebody call my name. Yo, but she's singing the funkadelic version. Swing down, sweet chariots down, and let me ride.
Hey, Shaka.
Maybe we should play the Mexican stand-up.
That was really, Shaka.
Swing down,
a real simple way that I knew that girl was really from Jamaica, the one that did the intro to the song. Just because she got everything right, she didn't get anything wrong. But it was just a simple thing. The phrase that's it, just the E. Because it's subtle and it's not something that's popular. Now, no, baby, you look good in that carry. Just that simple little thing. It's such a subtle little thing. People wouldn't really know about that like that up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
what y'all know about this though?
There's a you know what? Mm-hmm. I'm wondering. Maybe I was confused. I thought it was that song. Now I'm wondering, isn't it the guy on "Hit 'Em Up" at the end? You know, that speaks like patois. Because that's actually, he looks white. I don't know. Maybe he's very light skinned, like Sean Paul. But
Okay.
Yeah, he's also like, you know, Benzino, his group Almighty RSO. They have a song called Bad Boys, and he's on that song as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, I'm not in contact with that friend of mine from England no more. But now I have a doubt that isn't it like on "Hit 'Em Up"? Because on "Hit 'Em Up," you know, at the end in the music video, we hear him longer. You know.
Sorry to cut you, Shaka. Is it me or is it Sonetta trying to play chess? He keeps showing English people now. It seems to be the rise of the UK. Who can get a UK person on their panel? So
what do you mean? What do you mean he's showing UK people? What do you mean?
Well, look, I've been on your show, and that me and him never had no run-ins. I'm a little small YouTuber. I don't know him from Adam. I used to be a subscriber to him, and now I've subscribed to you, and I've given all my respect. But to me, I'm looking at him thinking, Hold on. So he's trying to kind of battle with you lot. You know, he's trying to oh, you lot got the English guy? I'm gonna bring an English guy.
He is, brother.
Check.
Yeah, on the low, he's
I got an
doing
English
that,
guy
for
here.
real.
Is he
true,
not doing that? I swear. And I mean, I don't wanna you know, put my upper lip.
Yo,
But
but
I've
that's what
been the
narcissists
one.
do, bro.
I've been the one that opened the doors for the UK people. I made them.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
made y'all.
That's true. I got
You created the cautious community slash UK.
Yeah. But listen, watch my new video. I'm gonna get that white guy. Me and him gonna have a pint, and we're gonna be laughing. We're gonna go and have a pint. You know what I mean? But I look. Sometimes I don't know. Look, I don't think I'm powerful or anything, but some of my videos, I know they're not respect divine inspired, blessed love, and Donny. Now look, sometimes I put things out and it comes out in the news. Sometimes I think there's someone in, you know, I'm gonna sound crazy now. There's someone in the Metro newspaper or whatever, seeing what I'm putting in, and then puts it out maybe a week later. Either that or I'm on the same wavelength. Do you know what I mean? So we can't really look at people's I think what's happened with Sonetta, he's been looked at as
something to offset Frenchie. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
know? What the hell?
He's acting like, because of the viewers, because he's got all them subscribers, which has already been debunked, isn't it? It's already, we know there's a trick out there that people are using bots and stuff like that to inflate their audience.
Yeah,
So
he's gonna have 1 million views tonight.
I tell you, is he rubbing his hands and saying, "Oh, this is chess"? Is he watching now and he's rubbing his hands saying, "I'm winning, checkmate, motherfucker, checkmate, check."
Nah, he's finished. Sonetta's finished, man. It's on automatic pilot now.
And just go out with glory, go out as a big man, with respect. Come on, man. Like, what is he showing the youths them?
But he had a chance.
Come on.
He had a chance. And look, by the way, Inky was one of the people that said that to him. That was a couple years ago. Inky's on that tape saying, "Sa, please just go out with some respect. Don't go out this other way and blah, blah, blah." And you know what?
Yeah,
He
but
didn't listen
Inky,
to it, man. You know?
You're right, 100%. I agree with you. But Inky's another one. He's another elder that look, they all got their faults. You understand? I don't hate Inky. Respect, big up to Inky and stuff like that. But listen, any man gonna tell me this and that you must take and this and that, and you don't take my blood test, I ain't listen. You're not a proper doctor. I'm sorry. I mean, we can say all we want. Oh, don't go to the white man for the doctor. Well, then you go through the doctoring program and get your doctorate and then have your paperwork. Then I'll come to you. You know what I mean? Who am I gonna trust? I don't trust the witch doctor. I'm one of them sort of guys. Look, I've lived in Jamaica. There's nothing under the sun that I haven't heard of. Superstitious wise, scamming wise, all kind of gangsterism wise. And then I lived in England as well. What I feel is like they think that we don't know nothing. And when we look at it, everything that they have is from from France, from England, from Europe. That's where all the white people came from. So me and Shaka are in the belly of the beast. We're underneath the man, like proper. Now the Americans, you understand what I'm saying, VB?
Yeah.
These people are so powerful, right?
The
that
people
there's a glass
in
ceiling.
Europe brought the form of racism that Americans
across the
have to
world.
America. Yeah, but particularly to America. So that's what really makes shame of them not understanding that when they try to use xenophobia against Black folk in Europe. It's shameful because you're living under the same form of discrimination.
I have always wanted to say this.
Machine.
I've always wanted to say this, and please correct me, everyone. If Nazi Germany survived the World War, what would this world be like? Here's a couple of scenarios. The people would have come to acknowledgement to say this is wrong, right? Lots of mixed race children, I presume, there would have been a break. It wouldn't have lasted long because what they're standing on is very weak.
True.
Now, South Africa did not survive. Look what's going on down there. America, if we look at it, it is the only nation that started with the slavery and is still in existence now. It was an experiment, not a very good one, and we're seeing what's going on, what happens. It's like seeing a Nazi Germany. What would have happened in Nazi Germany? That would have happened in Germany. What is happening in America? Are you with me? I don't know, but that's you know, this is where we gotta. This is what I'm trying to say. A lot of the Americans, and I've heard that many times, and I spoke to many Americans. Not that I know every single American, but to me they seem to be very isolated in their knowledge for what I always thought of as being.
You know what it is, brother?
People.
You know what it is? It's the issue with the U.S. is that the U.S. has a lot of propaganda towards its own citizen, national propaganda, just like a lot of European countries do. So some of the European, but what's different is that the U.S. is a big country. It's 50 million people. That's different from what a European country would be. A European country is much smaller. So the problem is that in the U.S. they don't see that they're getting propaganda like you would get in any one of these countries, right? And so they cut off, like a lot of these countries. What they do is they cut off the macro experience that existed between Europe and the U.S. The fact that Europe colonized the U.S. brought their form of discrimination to the U.S., their form of life, their form of reasoning to America, right? And they cut that off because the United States wants to have its own identity, but it has to acknowledge, but it has to acknowledge that what's beneath it, that the American identity is a European one, because it comes from that. And so that's where they get confused at. And that, you know, sure, there's some nuances that are a little different, but this is the same machine, brother. This is the same machine, no doubt whatsoever.
That's what I keep saying. It's just a different. It's just a different angle.
And brother,
but it's from the same root.
And here's the thing, brother. And we shouldn't even have to argue about it because it's just facts. The fact that we have to discuss that shows how in trouble a lot of people really are upstairs in the brain. Like, and I'm not just talking about Americans. We see it all over, brother. We had the same issue here, man. There's a lot of people that grow up in Europe, born in Europe, and they seem to think they're unique or something.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, and it's like, no, my man, like you're just like what's going on in France, what's going on in Sweden is what's going on in France, what's going on in France, what's going. You see, they're emulating the same behaviors, right? Yeah. Sorry, just one more thing I want to say, and you know what the proof of the pudding is? The United States started the young movies about the gangsters. The young crime movie, right? And now all across Europe, you see these series: Oslo Gangsters, Sweden, on Black Gangsters, Top Gun,
Jamaican,
all these, you know, in every European country, they just emulating it. So how
was
can
it Pop a Lot?
Different?
I like that one. Is it Pop a Lot? One of them gangster series. It's really
you know
good,
what I'm saying, though. But when you have it, and they all have the same thing for non-blacks, non-whites that are the gangs selling the drugs, pretty much. You see that the same storyline, the same exact storyline, and at the same time,
all the drugs.
Exactly, the drugs, and then you got some idiots out here, and then we got idiots out here trying to make it seem like we different, like we're experiencing something different when you look around and it's the same shit going on to lesser or greater degree, but it don't make it it doesn't make a difference. Lesser or greater is not a difference. It's the same. You see what I mean? And that's what troubles me so much, man. And it don't just trouble me. I'm not saying that behavior exists, that thinking exists in America only. It exists in Europe too. But we combat that shit here. I have to combat that thinking every day here.
Every day.
And I wish someone would point the finger at me and dare say that I don't challenge that shit here every day, because people here know me for challenging that shit every day. You shouldn't have to put up with bigotry from any direction.
Respect. Them have respect, though. Them have respect, and you're doing a lot more work than what these that are doing. You know, come on, man. Look, even these guys, they need to do a lot better, and you know, it's a catch up. So this is not going to happen in our lifetime. It's going to take ages.
Well,
It's
it's a
just,
catch up because we got to repair what these guys have tried to destroy, man.
but it can't
There
be
was
done just like that. It's
there was
so
a
hard.
time.
It's so much
There was a
damage has
time.
been done.
There was a time, brother, where the elders from the United States or the elders from Africa or the elders from Europe could travel all the continents and be received in peace and love by their own people in the next continent. There was a time when that could happen. These people have worked to destroy that with xenophobia and ignorance. Flat out. They work to destroy that. Look, do you know how free that is? When you can come from one continent to the other and be received by your own people. That's not a matter of money. That's a matter of brains and integrity. It has nothing to do with money. You could have very little money and accomplish that. And these folks got all the money in the world, but would
Absolutely.
tear it down. They would tear it down. So you know what that means for a lot of the elders that didn't speak out to condemn this bad behavior about Sinetta? That's going to affect their pockets too. You see? Because who's going to want to
They should have
receive
seen that.
them? You see
They
what I'm
should have
saying?
seen that. Look, it only takes, I mean, body language, it don't take long, VB. 30 seconds and you know a person. I don't live my life to say, oh, every white man is my enemy, every black man is my friend. No. I have to be living my life like the person in front of me. I have to judge who that person is. Not everybody's the same. Right? And that is just a fact. But listen, I've grown up in England, so that is and I'm a third generation. You understand? My grandfather came to this country on a boat. My mother, my father worked their arse off to make themselves something in this country. They went through. We never got the racism like the Americans, like the Ku Klux Klan. But the Ku Klux Klan was created by these countries that we're living in. It's the same people. They just might not be doing it in that way. So that just shows you how America, what kind of people was there. You understand? In you know, the gold rush. Look, from me and my missus, you ain't seen her because she's sleeping. For 2-3 weeks we've been watching all these westerns. Now I'm into my westerns now. And you just, you know, it's not to say that this is knowledge, but, you know, in the films, they let a lot of truth in there. And if you look at it, it's be a gangster. When you go into the town, what have you got? A saloon bar. You've got the whorehouse. You've got all these men riding out with guns on or with, you know, and they're all cattle herders.
Yeah.
Right? Debauchery. Right? And that was to say the South. Then you had the blacks, right? You had black cowboys as well. There's so much history. America is a great thing to study, but the people are not studying the America, what they're in.
Exactly.
They're not understand. You know, you understand?
But you know what? It's our school systems, bro. Our school systems don't
we have
spend
got to do it
enough
yourself.
time in
BB,
it.
I didn't learn nothing like that in my
Yeah.
school. I tell you, my favorite subject was history at school. Mr. Hodge, I tell you what, even when I was going
But
to
you know
school,
what? You do have to do it yourself. But the problem is that the school system should instill things that you can carry
but
with
it
you
won't
to make
do.
decisions from
The
later
school
and
system is
perspective.
there to keep you down.
Yeah.
Is there to keep you in place. It
Yeah.
teaches you certain things. It's a bit like myself. I always wanted to go Cambridge, Oxford, or one of those places, and I hate myself that I never got to go to these places because they're teaching you
But well, I
things
put
that.
it to you like this, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Like maybe I don't mean like that the school system doing it, but I definitely believe they can or it can lead in it, right? And what I mean is put the bug in your mind, you know, and you can follow up. Like I put it to you this way. I got a report that I did when I was in, I think, the 7th grade. I got a report that I wrote about Nigeria, right? So how many people wrote a report in the 7th grade about Nigeria? I mean, first of all, to write a report, and I went to a public school. First of all, to write a report on Nigeria, you would have to read some shit about Nigeria, right? So how many people today in the 7th grade read something about Nigeria in their public school?
Also, VB, what we got to realize as well, I'm not saying that you don't or anything like that, or not, you understand, we are dealing with a very dangerous enemy. This is not no joke. This is not no people to mess with, right? They, you understand? We need to know that this ain't no easy walk down the park business.
No.
This gonna cause this gonna cause a lot of hurt, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of shit gonna happen if we're willing to go and do this. You understand? And it takes a lot, because this enemy, right? I'm telling you, them dangerous. They're the same sort of people that will say, keep your carbon footprint down, then fire a rocket up in the sky. These are the people, right? I on my book of crime, it's a racist white man talking in this book, and he's a homosexual. Okay, he saying about crime. The first person he mentioned was the French and the Italians. The crime passionnel. Third came in the English, the carefully planned murder, i.e. killing your spouse. Fourth came in Germany, the sadistic murder. And the fifth came up as America. The unpremeditated crime. No black man in that list at all. Right? Yeah. So that's one thing we can be proud of. We ain't been no killing hundreds and how many people died when they let that bomb off in Hiroshima. The man said I don't know how eyewitness could say something like that, because once you saw the light, it was too late. You're finished. Weapons of mass destruction. You ever see something like this? Throwing onto other people.
No,
we never done nothing like that. We never called a world war. No, anyway, sorry, I'm gonna mute out, man.
But I hear you. It's clear. I mean, I don't know how many people agree with this, but I mean, in my mind, it's very simple. You know, Africa lost a war, major world war.
Exactly.
Before World War was even termed.
Yes.
You know, World War Zero, the first World War.
Africa
lost it. You know, and
but
so
they covered that up. They covered
it up. They covered it up. You know.
Hey, listen, the perfection of killing on a mass level was perfected by the English in the Atlantic slave trade.
What happened to us was permitted. Today, it's not permitted. But what happened to us, it was all legal, all rampage, all rape, all enslaved.
That's why I said to Shaka I had to go and see the Magna Carta.
There was no UN. There was no UN saying
it was the Magna Carta.
Do that, right? So the thing about it is that we lost that in action.
And they used the Bible to back them up.
Nations, the Western nations, and not only them, but the Western nations, they capitalized on that, and the others that traded with them also used our blood and sweat. Right now, the thing about it is that the reality of it is that no one stopped it. It went on for a very, very long time, to where these nations amassed so much power that, you know, people could talk about changing it or stopping it, but you have either allowed that. It's one thing to not be able to stop it, but when you trade with the people that raped and enslaved, think about how many people traded with them. They're also complicit.
I'm gonna do a video about that
because trading with them did not help stop it. That was not stopping it. And so now,
what about all them slave traders in Africa?
Yo, bro, but
what about all them slave traders?
them
down
too,
there.
Them too,
Right?
but check this. Them too, but check this out. Because what I'm going to say, it applies to everybody, right? The little and the big, right? Now, today, after they saw these countries benefit, like I mean, again, the United States became the most powerful country that has ever existed on earth because of slavery. Now, all the people that took
Right.
a side to it, all the people that turned a blind eye to it and traded with it, that they should never think about saying, oh, now we got a problem with it. See, because then it becomes very funny. It becomes very funny because you watched it happen. You traded
Yeah,
with
but
them while
VB,
the people.
I'm not defending them. But listen, you see the England, if they ever said no, they line up their ships right outside the people them country and barrage them with some shot. This ain't no joke, people, man. This is not England. Look at small England is. Look how small it is. Okay, it ruled the world. I mean, this country ruled a place like India with at the time maybe 500 million people with just 2,000 white men running the whole country. Even one of them said if they all put sand in their hand and threw the sand at one time, all the Indians would all be covered up, would all be suffocated by the sand. Now, you've got, as I said, you've got to study the European history, because that's where our history starts. That's where we were created from. Okay, it's you cannot sidestep it.
No, that's where you learn
it's
how they
not
do
our color.
things and how they think.
Look, who are these people? They had the Dark Ages, okay. Then they had the medieval ages, okay. Then you had something called the Enlightenment. But after that, it's just bare blood and war. There's never been an end to war since Rome has taken over this planet. Okay, when the Romans, they're using the same tactics like the Romans. It's not stopped.
No,
when
that's what I'm
Egypt
trying to
was
tell
running
you,
this,
bro. No, bro,
sorry.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're right. Everything you're saying is on point. They're using the same tactics as the Romans. The Dark Prince, Machiavellian style
all them thing
politics.
there.
That's
And
what
they
they're
even
that's what they're
steal,
doing. And every
and they
nation does.
steal from us as well. They steal from the guy from, sorry to cut you, VB, the man from Asia.
Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw anybody do an expose in the House of Consciousness on the House of Consciousness about the Dark Prince? Have folk read the Dark Prince. It's for free
There you
online.
go.
Everybody can read it. Everybody can discuss it. I've
and
read
Tupac
it.
come and tell us about that as well.
And
Tupac come and tell us.
I would even say, if you haven't, exactly, but people thought that Tupac was talking about some shit, that he didn't die.
No, Tupac was talking about Machiavelli.
He was saying read Machiavelli's writings. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
and learn
the best
about
book
how
I
these
read
people
is
get down
Art
in
of War. Sorry to cut you. Art of War, songs, Art of War, right? That's another book, right? But remember, they also stole a lot from Egypt as well, but they didn't keep it locally. They done it globally, because when the Romans come through, remember the Romans was in England. Don't get it twisted. There is no such thing as an English person. There is no English man. We are there is a mixture of different people in this island. Okay, Rome run. So we need to go back. Instead of the Black history, we need to take it a bit further. Yes, take it to Egypt, but we can't take out the European, because we've been taken over by the European.
Or the world
the whole world.
Forged. The world has been forged by it. You know, it's not even just ethnicity or being mixed or something like that.
Otis is laughing, boy.
It's the society that you've been reared in. It's the way of thinking that we've been reared in, and how much of effect that's had on the globe. You know, so human psychology has been, You know,
VB, what I wanted to say to you, sorry to cut you, my brother, but what I'm trying to
yeah.
say to you is you were saying that the schools must do this, must do that. VB, they can't do it. This enemy will never let them do it.
No. Listen, I'm not saying that the
They
I
should.
agree with that. Well, I'm
They
just saying.
should.
No, I'm
But
just
they
saying
can't.
with some things, like I'm not saying the school system shouldn't do it. What I mean is like this. I grew up. I went to public school, right? I did, you know, in the 7th grade, I have a report in paper here. I have it with me because I needed some old school records, right? But so I had some of them sent to me. But I have a report here where I did a report in the 7th grade on Nigeria. So that means in my class, I had to have read some things about Nigeria. See what I'm
How
saying?
many
In the
other
7th
people
grade.
done that?
And that was a
VB?
public school. And what I'm saying is that was in a public school. So what stops a teacher from doing that? Because my teacher wasn't stopped. My history teacher wasn't stopped from doing that. She was a black lady. She went to a public school. The principal was a black lady too. But the students, it was a mixed school, mostly black, but it had some other ethnicities, the white kids, and, you know, mostly black.
But VB,
and then some
that
white
shows you the character yourself. You see, it's not all of us going to be like this. It's not all of us. We must understand that, and that is a credit to you, right? Look, you at that young age now have, maybe Tar might say, you've been, the ancestors have talked to you. Is a spirit in you make you now come say to myself, hold on, let me eat from that, because you're more intelligent. I don't know where your background is, but you had influence, a bit like myself. We will talk about certain things, but it might not be everyone might not talk about it. Look, for an example, let me put it this way. 98% of the world was illiterate at one point. The only people that could read was the man holding the Bible. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The whole world, not just the black world. The whole world was illiterate up until when the Germans made the printing press.
Yeah.
First book, I don't know if it was the Bible, but that's the biggest selling one. The second one was Pussy something. Sorry about my language, but it was called something Pussy. And guess what happened after that book come out? A rise in sexual crimes because the conscience had been opened up. So like reading, films, music, things like that, it's a modern thing for people. People never had that on a global thing. Right? Even now today we can say we've got the internet, but how many people are looking at sloppy toppy or looking at some music that will put you in a depression and cause you to go and do certain crimes? How many gonna go seek the knowledge? Nah, that man had the knowledge, had a knowledge page there, and not once has he ever spoke about the European, the start of the American history.
Right.
You see, which would have led you to the European history, which would have led you to the African history.
Right.
You see, because the Europeans never had no history until they met the Africans. The Africans taught everything to them. Them know that, but we fail to look at that because we've been sides. You know, sorry, I'm being very emotional.
No, but go ahead. I hear what you're saying.
Apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna mute up.
No, it's all right. But I hear you, bro. I mean, I hear you. It's a lot of information that obviously, well, in retrospect, when you look at how people behave, then the question arises, damn, well, what do they know? If they behave this way, it must be based on what they know and what they don't know. How you behave is based on what you know and what you don't know, right? So, you know, that draws the question, why doesn't he do that? If that audience is in need for that, then why doesn't he provide that? And the answer is because he's one of those people that's in need himself. He can't provide it because he doesn't know it himself, bro.
Do you remember that video? You remember that video you showed with that woman? and I was a bit harsh on her.
By the
Do you
way,
remember?
oh, go ahead.
Do you remember that woman?
I wanted
No,
to
what
ask
happened
them
to
a
her?
question, but go ahead. Go ahead. What happened?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Listen, right? Who's that? Love my phone. But that's where the written history. That's where it started. These people writ down exactly what they done. People have been doing things or a long time across the world. Okay, especially Africa. It was a talk. You know, the man talk these stories and stuff like that. So it maybe not be written down, but they didn't want. Maybe they were so clever to say we ain't writing this shit down. We don't want to let no one know really what I want. These people are that wicked. They will write it down, and they've written it down, and it's there for you to look at. There's no going away, no going around it. You've got to study the European history to know the black man's history in this day now. Now, that woman that was on, I think she was an ex-Nubian, and I was kind of saying, look, that woman need to wake up, like, what I'm to her, you know, and then you were saying, which is absolutely correct. I was being very harsh, you understand, because of this psychological thing. But you see the problem, what we have now, you know, is it a soft or is it a hard? You know, because some people just ain't gonna learn. You know, the lady seemed like she had mental issues. You imagine someone gonna tell you that they know more than you. Not to say that someone can't know more than you, but
nobody
check
says.
it out
But
for yourself.
no one who knows anything says that anyway. So
there you go.
It's just
That's a red flag already.
Exactly.
Right, but there's so many people being. Listen, America's gonna go down as one of the countries with the most
and by the way, it's
with the
not
most
also
cults.
how much you know.
But that's explainable
It's
as well. Sorry to
also
cut you, BB. Go on.
it's not only how much you know, it's also what you don't. Because you can know a whole lot. The glass could be filled 85%, 90%, and that 10% can kill you that you don't have. You know what I mean? So you
BB,
always want to
also,
share information, and you always
you see
want
the
to
religion
be
side,
open
yeah?
to new information, you know?
All these people that are into the religions or into these cults, right? If they just studied again, you got to go back to the European. Go back to the European.
But they don't want
right?
to because they don't want to admit it, brother. They
Right.
don't want to
So,
admit that has something to do with them too.
Right. So you got that's where it came from.
You know?
That's where it came from. Right. So all these cults
Be
and that.
careful what you want to control. Be careful what you want to control and take, because it could come back to haunt you.
Hey, listen, I'm not afraid. But hey, listen, you see that the cults and that, right? Which other countries got so many cults? You had Waco. You had the other guy that wanted to go on the spaceships. You had the American guy that went to Guyana, Jim Jones. Right? But where did that start from? No, it didn't start in America. It's the English, because it was England was Catholic at one point.
Right.
Then they broke from Rome. Okay. Then you had the Protestants that came to America. Then you had the Mormons. You had all these different groups come out. So you got to study the European.
It's European.
There you go, bro.
It's European. And it's just why people, I mean, you have to be a special kind of hard-headed to do what some of these guys are doing. Or if you don't want to say hard-headed, you could say ignorant.
It's not hard-headed. They're seeing people that they can do that too. You can't do that to certain other people.
The thing about cults,
it don't wash.
The thing about
because there's something going on in America there. They're not really, for a first world country, as they say, their knowledge is very basic. Very basic. Because look at that now. The basic of when you've been given something, as a schooling, say someone gives you an explanation for something, you go and you have to research it.
But you know,
there is no
brother?
research.
No, because look, it's not about being correct in that same way. With these cults, it's not about being correct. With these cults, it's about being in charge. That's different. You see,
That's
so yeah, exactly. As long as you're in charge of the scam and it's paying off,
Rain, VB.
that's fine. That's all it's about. So you could be teaching all the lies you want. It doesn't matter. What matters is, do you have a flock? Do you have a following that's passing up those tides? That's essentially what matters. And then that justifies it. It's what you call the ends justify the means. But the means are the ends are so small. It's just like, come on, you know what I mean? What's greater, you being a pimp, a successful pimp, or your whole entire community thriving and moving to the next level of its existence, the level it couldn't get to 50 years before? I mean, what's more important? You know, that's all. It's just a question of, are you for pimps or are you for your community? You know, because the community has to exist with exact science. It has to exist
Guys, I'm
with the
gonna hit back.
norms.
I'm gonna drop off into
You know?
the chat. I'm so sorry. Love VB.
Oh,
Respect
you good, bro?
Otis. Respect Shaka. Sorry, my phone's running low. That's why.
Oh,
I've
you
got
good, man? No
put it
worries.
on.
I gotta bounce too, man. I gotta get out of here.
But VB, finish what you're saying, man. Please, I want to hear what you're saying, bro. You're
But I was
talking
just
bare
saying,
facts.
a lot
Respect, brother.
of these
Safe,
guys,
boys.
man, it's about the green ball, man. Chasing the green
Yeah,
ball. It's not about being
absolutely.
correct. It's about being in charge of something
It's a
that
scam.
brings some money. And that's the thing.
They're
And as
dealing with
long as it
people.
brings some money, then it justifies the means. You know, the ends justify the means. But the problem is that, what do you want? Do you want a few successful pimps, or do you want an empowered community that can move to the next level that it
But
wasn't
again,
allowed to
VB.
move to before in the last 50 years?
Yeah,
And
but VB
those are
again.
the, you know.
I know, but VB again. Look at the people that
Hey,
we are looking at,
look
right?
at
And where they're from, the root, where they're
Jelly gonna
from.
get on you,
These,
boy.
where
Jelly's getting on you, man.
Jelly?
Why you got all the smoke for America? He wants to punch him in the back of his knees. Then, there you go.
Jelly, it's all about love, girl. What up to you? I ain't hitting on America, man. Come on, they're hitting on
where you
themselves.
from? I never asked her. Where you from, Jade? Where you from, man? Where you from? Huh? Where you from, Jade?
Who, me?
Yeah, where you from, man? You ain't from America?
Listen.
I thought you was from America, man.
Yeah. You can't talk an American shit.
Come on, man.
You're not American. Yeah, but listen, I'm not American, but I live in the fathers of the Americans, the ones that created America.
Are you
How about that? You
Curtis.
dumbass. These
Curtis.
people, honestly, love Jelly, man.
Oh,
hey,
it's Otis.
Hey,
are you American,
all right,
Otis?
look, I'm out. I'm gonna go back in the chat and deal with Jelly.
Yeah, do that, man. We ain't having that shit today, brother. Otis, are you American, Otis? Now it's your turn, Otis. Are you American? Tell us. Are you American, Otis? Huh?
Sure.
Prove it.
I'm from
Never
Idaho.
mind.
You don't hear my accent?
I take your word for it. Fuck it. I take your word for it, man. Never mind, bro. Never mind. And look at who we got here. Shaka and Ndugu Kemets. Say something to the people. You've been running from me for weeks, for months, Shaka. Mr. Frenchie. Where you at? Huh? Where you at? I told you he was running. I told y'all, scared. Finally got up here. Can't answer no questions to the people. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. I hope y'all had a good evening. Some laughs. Yeah. What can I say? You got to take what you can get, you know. You can't be picky. Today was some days to laugh. Sorry. It was a lot of information put out in the last 24 hours. I did watch the trial of Sinetta the first day, I believe the first episode. It was good. It was good. And we also got to review through Shaka some of the book that Inky put out. That was good. And then now we got a chance to review some of the shenanigans between Sinetta's new most hated Q Butter. And, you know, and that's been pretty entertaining. It's been pretty entertaining, but, you know, we got to keep doing what we're doing. I'm attempting to try to hit the curve because I want to have some different conversation, but I know it's going to take I have to do it in the right. I have to make the adjustments properly. You know what I'm saying? So I can't force it on everybody. Yo, Otis, what's up, bro? I see you got something you want to say here. Go ahead.
The trial of Sinetta was
that was on Queen's Stones.
It's on Queen Throne's channel.
That was yeah. Let me go find that. I could throw that up in here too while we at it here. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just put it in the tag so everybody can check it out. Those that haven't seen it, it was late last night. It was like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours late. I don't know, but it did happen. And so I caught it this
Okay.
morning. When it premiered. Let me see here. Let me get this for everybody. Yeah, and I'm gonna watch it again too, by the way. But you know, just to make sure I don't miss anything. You know what I'm saying? And then I might do some commentary on it. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m, right, Marquise? It was like 2 a.m. here. It's like 8 a.m. here. You know, it's in the chat though now. Yeah, exactly. You heard Nick. Yeah, she did that indeed. We heard that on that phone call, no doubt. Yeah, we heard that before. And let's see here. What else is going on here? It's Queen's Throne and the rest of them shut. Yeah, they shut. Indeed, man. And it's going to keep on happening. It's going to keep on happening. Yeah. Shout out to Queen's Throne. Shout out to Sister Nandy. You know, anybody the Sonetta's dissing at the moment, I'll give them a shout out. That's also even Q Butter, man. I don't like. I think you got a lot to learn, but younger people have more time, have time to do it. But it's best to get on it right away. But I would say the sisters, I appreciate them. Queen's Throne, Sister Nandy, also Suge, Inky, I appreciate him, man. But people, you know, I'm the way I am. I'm with Shaka on one thing. I don't go back. Once I see some shenanigans, I do not go back. I got all the room. I got all the space for new wonderful things, new wonderful people to embrace. I don't need to go back to no clown. So Inky kind of threw a lot of people off with that, but big up to Inky anyway. I still respect him on that level. You know, plus if he got more secrets to put out there, put them out. You need people to put them secrets out, you know? Straight up. You ever been walking down the street and then get folded out of nowhere? That's what happens when you get a right hook in the back of your knee. Damn. Yo, Jade, man. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Y'all off the wall right now, boy. Woo! She coming after you, boy. Jade, don't be mad. But all this time, I thought you was a sister. Damn. They really joking on you now, bro. All right, let me stay out of this. Shit. Well, Neo X, she needs to apologize for letting Sonetta on her channel and berate myself and Shaka after she already knew he was a scumbag and not, you know, make us sit around forever just to listen to the scumbag. I mean, you know, she think that was okay, but then again, it's like you said, she went back to him. I'm not that type of dude. I don't go back. And I wouldn't want you to go back, brother. If Marquise, if I was dealing with you and I disrespected you one day and you knew damn well I disrespected you, I would expect you to fucking come back to me. What the fuck is that? Abuse time? You what you used to abuse? So for me, I don't get none of that. I'm not with it. I just think it's all weird. But folks want to do that. I hope you got a good reason for it, and I hope you achieve your goal when you do it. But if you don't, oh well, you know. But plus I don't be liking to argue with sisters, man. That's not my style, bro. Yo, Otis, what's up? Come get some of this before I shut down, man. You want some of this? Yo, put your gloves on, Jade.
You know, from the other night, which I was talking about. I mean, I told y'all before that I first got introduced, I guess you could say, to the Nubian stuff back around 97. Just a guy at a job that I was working at every day. He was bringing these books, and he was just showing me one day, and it had the funny drawings of they look just like stuff that you see in religious art or in the Bible and whatnot. The poses, usually it was white people, but now instead it was black people in there, and pictures of underground people and whatnot, just funny looking long noses and stupid stuff. But the first person, well, the first black person I ever saw speaking about the sovereign stuff, sovereign citizenship stuff, it was back around 2002. So it was before YouTube. A guy, he had a herbs site, a site where he sell all these bottles of pills and whatnot that are supposed to be like all natural and whatnot. I want to say his name. Okay, I don't know if people are gonna. Nobody ever sees this, but me. But the guy looked like one of the members of like Raphael Sadiq out of Tony. He looked like him to me. Jehudi, I think Ma'at Ra or something like that. But he was the first one I ever heard speaking about that stuff back in 2002, 2003. But I had heard white folks talking about it back in the 90s. And it wasn't getting over even with them. You know, whenever they would try that stuff in courts and whatnot, they were getting railroaded out of there. Like with, you know, Sandman come on like on the Apollo and just sweep them right out. So when I saw Polite and all that coming with it, you know, I knew that this was just them putting their black slant on it with the Moorish thing and whatnot. And when I saw certain things happening with people, you know, I thought it was terrible how these dudes, like what ended up happening with Karen Gaines and whatnot. These dudes afterwards would be talking like, well, there was this one thing that she didn't say correctly or something. Like that was the thing that you know where she went wrong. She said driver instead of traveler or whatever. You know, she didn't do the secret hand sign or the wink at the right time or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it would go. People are straight up losing their lives over this stuff, and that's how these dudes are responding to it all. Like, don't worry yet, it's still actually legit. But
You just wasn't doing this right.
Right.
Yeah.
I always said that stuff is not going to work for nobody unless you got a military and an economy behind you. Simple as that. If you ain't got that to back it up, nothing's going to happen. Because you can make anything up that you want. If you got a military and an economy behind
you can make
it,
anything law. You can make anything law with the military and an economy.
Yeah,
you can, and it happens every day. It
that.
exists every day. There's different governments, different forms of government, and there's different rules, different and you know, so yeah, and you just got to decide the one that you feel based on your knowledge, which one you. But this is what gets me. What gets me is like, why don't people live in the one? Now I know this is easy, but this to maybe this everybody can't do this. But my thoughts are, if you're outstanding individual, why don't you go to the spot you think is good and go there? If you're an outstanding person, like if you think the laws where you are not good enough for you, then why don't you go to the place? If you're outstanding, meaning if you got a little bit of money saved up, or if you know a few people, or if you got a passport, why don't you just go to one of those places and see how much you like it? I mean,
hard work.
That's what I
require,
think, you know,
require a little bit of work.
Because I think a lot of these people are missing perspective, because, and there's a yin and a yang, you know, there's a two sides of the coin. One side of the coin can be bad. The other side of the coin can be good. And it's like that in most places in the world. So you got to figure out the one where you can deal with the good and the bad and roll with that, instead of try to make up an imaginary one that doesn't exist, you know? And focus and be focus and be damn, what do they call it? Damn, I'm missing the word right here. Engaged in it. Be engaged in it. You know, be engaged in that world. If there's some things you don't like, be engaged in making it better. If there's in addressing it, if there's some things you do like, be engaged in those things you like too. But don't try to fool people and pretend like don't get it mistaken and think that First of all, don't go out there and sell people a pipe dream. Don't pretend like you're fighting the power when you ain't. First of all, you know what I'm saying? And if you are going along with things and you just don't like some of the things, that's also good. You don't have to be ashamed of that. You don't have to be, I mean, you could even say, I mean, because look, you have to do this, you have to reason. The United States of America is not the United States of America 200 years ago. It's not the one that it was 100. 100 years ago was the turn of the century. Marcus Garvey was walking around. You ever read any books by people written in the turn of the century and how they described life? And ask yourself, is that now? And imagine 100 years before that, what it was like in the United States of America. So the United States of America you have to deal with outside of your claim to the historic wrongs of our people. I agree with that. But the one you got to deal with is the one you're confronted with today, right now. And that one happens, it's going to pay to know it in detail. It's going to pay, because if you don't, you might get confused. You might be like, damn, why is everybody coming to this shithole country? I don't like it. Why is everybody coming here? You know, and then you might figure out, wait a second, it's because of this, this, and this. Well, maybe I should look into some of this, this, and this. If other people are coming here for this, this, and this, maybe I should look into it instead of saying, they just coming here to take our jobs. Or, you know, it's like, figure it out. They're coming here because you have something they didn't have in the other place. But do you appreciate the thing they're coming for yourself because you have it? Do you appreciate it? And I don't mean appreciate like kiss its ass. I mean, just appreciate the fact that you have it. Yeah, that you have access to it. I mean, and then criticize some of the other things that are just. The fact that the United States of America is the most powerful country that ever exists on the earth, but fucking doesn't know how to clean its fucking water is a shame. That is a complete scandal. You mean the most industrialized country on earth, the most powerful one, doesn't know how to provide fucking clean water?
Doesn't really want to.
Yeah, what the fuck? But what the fuck? That should be like, do you know that's something you can do, everybody? Does every single voter know that that's something the U.S. definitely, Republican and Democrat, can fucking do? I don't think they all know, bro.
As long as it's happening in places like Flint, Michigan, and Jackson, Mississippi, they don't want to fix that.
Yo, man. And here's another caveat. Do they know? I mean, I said this before. Do they know that folks in Europe, not every country, but in most of the countries, are getting paid to go to school? Just like you would get paid to go to the military. They get paid to go to school. Do they know that? And why the fuck should anybody in America, in the most powerful country on earth, have to worry about getting an education? Whether it's
gotta go in debt to get it.
What the fuck? Why do we have to worry about going to technical school, finding the money to go to technical school, when that technical job is going to help build the country and make the country secure? It's a need that the country has. It's a must that the country has people trained in different fields. And yet there's people out there trying to figure out how they're going to pay for it and don't have the means. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So I just think it pays to know the world and pays to think and not reject people outright. Try to get to learn things from different people and embrace new information, and also for your own health, embrace, change some of the wrongs that we do. For example, if you smoke cigarettes, you should know that smoking is going to fuck your brain. If it doesn't kill your lungs, it's going to poison your brain. Being addicted to something is not a good thing mentally. It's not good to have a mental addiction. It's not good to have an argument and all of a sudden you got to have a cigarette. That's not good. That means you have another problem. That means you actually have another problem. And the issue is your feelings, your emotions are now triggered and connected to a drug. That's not good. And it's a numerous other things people can change that don't have nothing to do with nobody else. You see what I mean? If they want to focus on it, you see, that's going to help them get along and communicate with others. You see, I'm gonna let Andrea up on here, and then
stop hanging around, child molesters and stuff.
stop. Hey, you can do that, and you can do that. Hey, Andrea, how you
Hey,
doing, sister?
I'm good.
I'm gonna let you get the last word, because I
No,
gotta
I
go.
was
But I'm
going to
gonna let you
say,
get the last. Yeah.
in accordance with what you were just asking, why don't they want us to get an education over here? Because they're secretive. They don't want us to know what they're doing. The more people who get into technology, the more people will know. They don't want us knowing all that stuff. Look at some of these whistleblowers who've been trying to expose what they've been doing behind the scenes and what happens to them, right? They don't want us to know. That's why they don't offer free education. They know the majority of people can't afford to go to some of these colleges and universities that they have, and now they're trying to, cut funding to public schools and stuff like that. Back in the day, it used to be free to go to school here, and then it's not. They don't want everybody to know
Back in the
all that.
day, in my father's time, the high schools were the what did they call it? What did I
Yeah,
just
you
say?
learned your trade. Yeah, you learned
The
your trade.
trade
I mean, when
schools.
I
Yeah, it was the
yeah,
trade school. Right, exactly. The high school was the trade school.
exactly. And they took all that out. You learn how to do shop. You learn auto mechanics. You learn how to build stuff. You learn home economics, which I hated. I didn't like learning how to sew. But anyway, you had all that stuff you were taught in high school. That's exactly right.
You came
So
out of
that
high
people could
school,
make a living.
you could get a job to pay your bills right off of that high
Exactly.
school education. And
Exactly.
if you were two adults like that, hey, you was kind of doing good.
Right. But but they don't want us to know all that, especially us, right? The fewer of us that know how to do a particular thing, the better for them. So they make these things. I mean, it doesn't matter. They keep moving the goalposts. It doesn't matter what we accomplish. The goalposts get moved even more to keep you from getting to where they want you to be, where you want to be. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can have all the degrees in the world. They will move that goalpost again. Yeah, but you don't have this exact, degree with this exact terminology. They'll do that over and over and over again. It's just it's almost like a hamster on a wheel. It's a never-ending cycle, right? I mean, because they don't want us to know what we know. For them to sit back and claim that we learn, it was beneficial being a slave because you learn. I'm like, are you kidding me? We had to know how to do stuff to make it happen when we got here. Are you kidding me? They think we're just they looked at it as what they call it, the white man's burden. Sending the missionaries over there to, civilize us, and they were the most barbaric people ever. I mean, seriously, stop. Stop it. But that's just my take on it. I'm.
And the more we talk about it, the better it is, sister. I notice election time is coming, and that's the real deal. This is the time where the conversations on the internet have a chance to influence the vote. To be honest, and I don't want to sound stupid, or sound what's the word? What's the word that people use? I don't want to sound cliche, but it's true. You can decide whatever thing you want to focus on. And I remember in the it was when Al Gore lost the election and he started that media company. This is like 2007 or something. I was doing it on. I did a documentary online about not for this company, not for YouTube, but Al Gore's company for healthcare, talking about the Danish healthcare system, and the video is called "What Americans Need to Know," right? And it's about public healthcare, right? And I did that, and it got so many views. It got a lot of views. And then I found it later when his company shut down. I just put it up on YouTube after, and it got a lot of views on YouTube too, right? Now, the reason why is because that's what Americans want to know, things like that around election time. And they don't get enough information from other Americans about the rest of the world that they can rely on. They don't. So you have politicians in the U.S. telling you public health care can't happen. That's just socialism. Why you want to do that? And then a person pops up in Denmark and says, yeah, but not only do they have public health care here, they have public school here. And by the way, the McDonald's is right down the street. Guess how much they get paid in McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? They get paid a decent wage in McDonald's too. You see what I mean? And so McDonald's, how does McDonald's operate here if it's socialism? You see what I mean?
Right.
The key is, I think the thing about Americans, what happened to us is we got being so powerful, the politicians, like you said, they somewhat conspired to keep us dumb. And that is to make our world smaller, our sphere of knowledge smaller, and make it very nepotistic, focus around what the politicians are saying instead of how the world is really shaped in relation to America and the US,
Yeah.
right? And the reality is that the US does fund a lot, is partnered up with a lot of countries that treat their citizens better.
Right.
It's just that simple. And so if we're more powerful than them economically, why are we being treated worse? It just makes no sense.
They're giving aid to Israel, and Israel has universal health care for everybody.
Exactly. Yo, most of America's biggest allies have universal health care, no question about it. All NATO nations pretty much have that covered. Except the US. What is that? You know, even the smallest ones that's just getting up on their feet.
Something good for people.
Let alone water. Let alone water. Access to water.
I don't even think anybody gets like excited about elections in America, because the elections are always just like focused on doomsday scenarios. If you don't vote for me, that guy over there is gonna kill everybody. That's basically how they roll.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
you know, it's just easy to keep that us versus them out there. If people just really looked at what's best for them, not who's best for them, but what's best for them. What are they presenting that's best for you? And if you vote along those lines, that'll eliminate a whole lot of people. I wish they would put term limits in, because, I mean, we just had, I'm sure you heard Dianne Feinstein died, and she should have retired a long time ago. She was 90. I mean, it's like, seriously, what the hell are we doing by telling people, oh, look, you can sit here and you'll die right here in office? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Somebody should have made her sit down. Somebody. Yeah. But because people are so I'm not saying she was moved by greed.
It's nepotism.
That too, and greed, because there's that's the same thing of people. That's almost like generational wealth. The longer you stay, the longer you get, the more you get. That's all that is to them. And the more who can stay in those positions, the better.
It
Exactly.
is like that. They got a similar problem with basically nepotism. Who can be in the club? You don't want someone in the club you can't trust, that's not going to go along with the overall club mission, And so they have some areas where they're more comfortable with people that just agree with certain things. And one of those things is no term limits. Like why would you not want term limits? That means you can have less people serve. Without those term limits, less people get to serve. That's the whole point. But why do you need in a country with 350 million people? Don't you think it's already not enough spaces for people to lead?
Yeah, and all these
in
lifetime
a country
appointments.
with 350 million people, the biggest democracy on earth. But what is the representation? What's the percentage of the representation in Congress and in the Senate and even in the Supreme Court? Without term limits, you already know what the answer is.
Exactly. But they want to get rid. They want to get rid of affirmative action, but they don't want to get rid of legacy, admissions, right? Oh, I can get in because my daddy used to be here. My mom used to go to school here, but you want to tell us, oh, we can't let you in because because you're black or because you're whatever. It's just same old.
Also get away with,
just a different day.
What you say,
you also get
Curtis,
away with,
Otis?
You also get away with having that job, from the time you're young until you're old, without ever really having to actually do the job, and your job isn't threatened. For the rest of us, if you have a job, you have to do your job to keep it. With politicians, you have the job and you don't do your job at all, and
you have the best pension. You got the best health care and the best pension anyone could have in the country.
Hey, BB, do you know they just voted themselves a raise to keep the government from shutting down? The most sorry GOP.
It speaks volumes. I'm not surprised. But you know what, Andrea, maybe you can help me out. If you follow the news, the daily news, some people read the news every day, get up, and I've been missing it a lot because of this conscious community stuff, but I want to get back on it, just the daily news. And another thing is like this big flood. This flood is a big deal, but that's not the only big deal in the US, like you just mentioned. That's a big deal, what you just mentioned. They voted in to save the budget, to pay for everything. They voted in a raise. It's bullshit.
Yep.
But
Bullshit.
then again, it makes it easy for everyone to understand how shit work. That's what they wanted. That's the thing they held out on, and that's the thing that they said, okay, you know what? I disagree with this so much, but if you give me a raise, hey, I'll go along with it. What kind of ethics is that?
Yeah.
But that's what they did. So let's talk about that. Matter of fact, let's do that. Yeah, but if you want to help me out with that and everybody else, I think that's the direction I'm looking to lean into. Something that's going to be more useful for the not just the election, but just for people in general. But the election is big. People need information, and they need good conversation about real information, and not just narrow-minded spats that are like controlled and like created by the same architects that want to raise before they pay for the budget. You see what I mean? And we get a lot of that in the US. You know how that's going to be. People are still sitting around trying to justify Trump's ass. Not that
exactly.
I'm not saying Biden ain't old. Yeah, Biden's
again
old.
Term limits. They need term limits.
About that. But Trump, if you can't just say Trump is outright nutty, crazy, then why am I going to talk about Biden, missing a few steps? You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to cry about Biden missing LL Cool J's name when Trump, you can't even admit Trump is the flat out. Look, I'm saying let's admit it all, but it's like, why should I go after the guy that don't know who LL Cool J is for the dude that's been ripping off an entire state? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I want to talk about his son who smoked crack. It's like, you know what I mean? But not the dude that ripped off the entire state. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've been through this kind of, and we're going to need some help. Anyway, on that note, I see maybe Andrea's internet went out. I got to go, folks. I appreciate the talk. It actually went, it went from lunatic stuff, covering the lunatics, to sensible conversation. Congratulations to everybody. You all deserve the credit. Otis, Andrea, Jade, even though he's down there battling it out, they're having an ethnic quarrel in the chat, as folks can see. Yeah. And it could be male, female too, a gender battle too, ethnic and gender. We never know. But in any case, they're having fun. We won't take it serious. But I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch up with you all tomorrow, as usual, same bat time. I'm gonna try to do better. But definitely, let me look at something. 2 seconds. I don't want a lot of people here. I'm sorry. I got 3 days of work, and I do believe the big live. I'm gonna do a couple small lives, but the next big live is going to be, what date is this week? Let me see here. Man, I'm late right now. Friday. This Friday is the next big one. So if I don't catch y'all before on one of the smaller lives, have a good week, and I see you all on Friday. Peace out, y'all. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Biden ripping off the state too. Hey, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's get it all in. I appreciate everybody. Everybody in the chat, and y'all be good. Otis, peace to you too, brother. And on that note, we are out. Bless.
What's up, Sue? You fly. times. And I was in the trenches hustling alive.